Boys, before we start, what do you guys think of this 100 men versus a gorilla? One gorilla.
Yeah, I mean, Kaz, that group chat, wallahi.
Huh?
Remember the group, Kaz?
Which one?
Sweaty goals? Yeah,
Oh,
I remember.
Kaz, bro, by the way, they were dropping some stuff on like some ChatGPT, questions and all this.
Yeah.
What was it? People actually taking it that seriously?
That's banter, it's banter.
Because easy answer would be because no one's, come on, bro, 100?
Who's going to win?
A gorilla, bro.
No,
Yeah, you
but
up, yeah, I mean,
Because it depends on the type of men.
No, but
Wallahi,
we're saying
I've come
regular
to that.
men.
I'm saying regular everyday people that living a sedentary lifestyle.
They'll
They
get
don't go
smoked.
gym. They just go work, go home, have dinner, watch Netflix. They're
get
getting the work.
Yeah, there we go.
They're getting the
There we
work.
go. But that's
What
what we're
about
talking
the-
about.
Nah, nah.
niggas will win.
No, but even anybody like that, anybody that goes to your gym, anybody that comes to the gym
We're
regularly.
talking about bodybuilders. We're never
Not
talking.
bodybuilders.
We're never talking about 100 men.
No.
We can lower it a
Yeah,
bit
bro.
more.
You need 5 Khabibs and it's wraps.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's
Nah,
all
you're
it
not
is.
small Habibis.
Grappling session,
No,
bro.
you were talking about
But it's not
fighters.
just
Yeah,
it's not about
it's a
strength, it's
strength.
about the mentality. If those 100 are saying, you know what, stuff it, I'm just going to go in there, I'm going to die going in, that's when you can actually get it done.
If
But
it's regular
100,
men.
if you have 100 people and the gorilla rips off 10 heads and everyone else goes, what the hell's going on here, I'm going to duck out, you're never going to win.
Even if
Yeah.
it's
Allah,
professional
Allah.
fighters, then what do you think they could do differently that will win? That they could win against a gorilla?
They know how to
100
fight.
of
That's
them,
punch him and knock
That's
him out.
200.
100 of them?
Yeah, yeah, wallahi.
100?
Yeah, I don't think they could do
That's
anything.
200 arms and 200
Bro,
legs, bro. It's too
they
much,
can
wallah.
break an
I
arm,
still don't speak.
crack a leg,
They're not your
chin
average
him.
men. That's the thing.
Bro.
They're much stronger than the average
Yeah.
person. And they're well.
It's a gorilla, boys. And you
No,
guys,
It
hey,
doesn't
but
matter
don't forget
now,
one thing
bro.
about big animals. They wear out quicker than.
Mind you, humans have the most stamina as
Will
well.
eventually get tired.
That's true too.
Bro,
If it's like good-
professional fighters, it's
Nah,
wraps
no
in
way,
the
yeah,
real
wallah,
life. If it's
I
regular
agree.
people, it's game over, bro. It's booking the funerals.
all
bas.
he needs to do is just
already.
one squeeze for every single one of them to break a bone. But he's gonna get tired.
Are you what?
Because
Who gets tired?
who's the Indian wrestler?
Nah,
Something.
great Khali.
The great Khali. Guys, get that nigga in there. It's khalas. It's wraps.
100 of them niggas. Yeah, fair enough.
It's
Fair enough.
absolute.
They might have a chance.
Nah, bro. You're not thinking. You don't understand the strength of these
It's mental, bro.
like these Russians, the Khabib-like people, bro. Those
No, they're
The ones that they wrestle
they're-
bears.
They're a gorilla.
Bro,
They
man,
wrestle
you guys
bears,
don't
wallah.
seem to
That was
understand
saying
the
gorilla.
strength, bro.
No, they wrestle bears, but I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
that's crazy though.
these
wallah.
Russians wrestle bears for fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but gorillas are even stronger.
But imagine all of them
Gorillas,
wrestling
they've
with
got arms.
But
But there's
100
100 now. We're not saying 101. 100.
Yeah.
We're not saying 101. Nah, bro. You're
I reckon, wallah, after
You're
the
messing
first
around now,
three,
bro.
after the first three, they all get scared and
Nah, bro.
And the thing is,
Oh,
is that
quick.
it's not a dumb animal as well. It's not stupid. So I think
it knows what
if
it's
we're talking
doing,
about
cuz.
regular men, bro. Yeah,
If it's
you
regular
get
men,
smoked.
it's game over.
They
But
get
if
smoked.
if it's athletes,
Guys, you
got
use
a
someone's leg as a weapon after taking it out. Use it as a weapon.
it's
That's
alright.
what it is.
I swear, like you take the burn out the skin, so let's.
Nah, do you understand what 100 looks like, bro? Do you understand what 100 looks
Yeah.
like?
It's
I don't think you
ridiculous.
understand this.
That's just crazy. Have you seen the AI? Like they created like a video, like a template of how that
Right.
would look.
I watch.
I'm
I
not
watch.
actually a
I'm
lot,
not that
bro.
invested.
I
wallah.
think
I
It's a
haven't- Nah, Abdullah, those videos, wallahi, if I ever catch up my reels, I'm watching it.
Yeah,
Random
of
ones.
course.
100, huh?
1 o'clock in the morning, you just watch it.
Of course.
You watch random things like 100 Crusaders versus 2 million Mongols.
Yeah.
Well, like,
generated.
yeah,
Come on,
AI
nothing
generated. You
is
watching
real.
it.
No, 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 no.
Random videos, bro, go off at night, bro.
Yeah.
Go on, man.
Mafi numbers, you just watching.
Nail, he sends me those reels at 2, 3 a.m. I wake up the next day, I'm like, bro, first I look at the time, 1:54 a.m.
That's the thing. It depends when you watch it. Wallahi. If you watch it during the day, like silly shit, you know. But you watch it at night, you do nothing. it
High
goes
of no
off.
sleep, huh?
This guy's finished, wallah.
Nah, the Shia videos go off like. Like
Those videos are finished, by the way.
Those are actually
Wallahi.
interesting videos,
I
Allah.
love them, wallah.
I actually like them as well, Allah. It's interesting. Wallah, I love them.
You die, wallah.
Anyhow, boys, let's get started. How's it going, people? And welcome back to the GalacticOz podcast. We are back again. Same cast as usual. Just a new
Return
one.
a few.
A return of Nail, the GOAT, Mr. Rashford himself, the United fan. Welcome back, Nail.
Jeez, boys, find it back.
And we've got Ravo back again, Abdullah and Yaqub. As you can see by the title, guys, we're going to do a combined Spurs and United 11. How we're going to do this is we're going to go through each position and we're all going to come to agreement, hopefully, on a player for that position. The reason why I've got 2 Spurs fans and 2 United fans is because obviously there's going to be some bias, but then we've got a middleman
I
over
don't
there.
know why I got the invitation.
yeah,
wallah.
yeah. Got a
I'm
middleman.
I'm
Potentially,
gonna
yeah.
stay at home the day before work. Come on, dragging me out here when you've got.
It's okay, Allah. This is what we do, Allah. This you want to get famous from this podcast?
Do I want to get what?
You want to get famous?
No, I don't. I don't know why I'm here, guys.
Oh, man.
I think Abdullah's the most famous one in this podcast.
Is he?
bro, relax.
But from the takes, definitely.
From the takes, 100%.
takes are
Abdullah's Guardiola here.
He's always talking about you, bro.
He's our tactician.
That guy with them, like,
No, I cop it, bro.
Guardiola, brother.
That's part of the fame.
It's still
Part of the fame. Who
you
cares?
have to.
Yeah, you cover for the takes, but then when you're breaking down the play, people are like, this guy knows ball.
Sometimes.
As soon as he says something,
It depends on
I
the
tell you,
day.
hey, that's it. This guy's stupid.
The start of it is bad, then you know.
All right, lads, we'll start off with the goalkeeper. I think this might be a no-brainer, but
Wait. Hey, are we doing this season, by the way?
yeah, we're going this season only.
Form.
Also,
Yeah.
just form right
We're
now.
going, current United. And
You've got a
thing.
cup final this Thursday. Who are you picking in that position?
Don't forget injuries in this
Yeah.
scenario, by the way. No
Okay.
injuries involved.
Ah.
As a goalkeeper, who are we choosing? Vicario or the man himself, Onana?
Guys, I think
Ask the United fans first. Let them surrender this one. Like,
Look,
they're gonna pick Vicario for you.
I think I haven't seen that many mistakes. I haven't watched Tottenham that much, but I haven't seen that many mistakes from Vicario, and I think he's a better shot stopper than Onana. So I'll put my hand up for this one. I'll genuinely say Vicario. I don't think this one is even a competition.
you know what's crazy? Onana had more clean sheets this season than Vicario.
But that can mean something about the back line
I would
itself.
rather hear the stat
You
of
know?
number of saves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might
I
sound
don't like
like
clean
Vicario,
sheet
I think he had I think injuries killed him this season, but okay, Vicario on the ball, saves everything.
I was very, very impressed with his shot stopping, but his reactions as well. He's made some unbelievable saves for you guys. Onana has made some saves for us, but I think he's got a lot of mistakes that sort of not outweighs, but it sort of balances it out. He's like, okay, you know what, he's okay for
But
us.
what do you guys think about Vicario? Do you think he's an upgrade on Hugo Lloris?
100%.
Absolutely.
No, but
1000%.
Peak your Reese.
Huh?
Peak your Reese, peak Vicario. Who's
I'm
better?
sorry, boys.
No, Vicario just started his season, but like
Yeah, I
started
think-
his career as young.
Vicario has the potential to be Tottenham's best keeper ever.
Yeah.
Like, wallah, he's actually a proper keeper. And when you said
Lloris,
when you said he's a
Hugo
better
Lloris.
shot stopper, I think Vicario is better than Onana at everything, wallah. Even on the ball, picking
I
the
don't know about on
pass.
the ball. I don't
Like,
know
and,
about
and the thing is, and I tell you why. Because Onana forces passes. Every once in a while, if you put on a highlight reel of Onana versus Vicario, Onana will look better because he forces too many passes. Whereas Vicario, I don't care about those balls to the wingers. I care about you being able to play with your feet. Once you receive the ball, quickly get out to Romero, skip to Porro, skip to the left back, and Vicario is good at that.
But the
That's
thing
for
is-
me is playing the ball.
But the thing is, you're comparing two different sort of goalkeepers. He plays a massive role for us, Onana. He's more of like
There's nothing massive about Onana. Come on.
massive role in
does
terms
he
of
do?
the ball playing. The ball playing, we need him to play those passes that break lines, not those usual goalkeepers.
That was
who
what
just play
Ten
like
Hag
this.
wanted.
Yeah,
Is
but
that what Amorim wants?
No, but that's in general his style of play. You have a keeper like that, you're going to use those attributes. You can't. It's like having Edison with his kicks. Where he's assisted how many times? You're not going to have a goalkeeper like that in your team, and you say, you know what? Don't play those
I mean,
balls.
I don't
Just
think
play
it's
the
the same.
side-to-side
Honest,
balls.
It's
you
not
know?
the same because the guy makes too many mistakes. Like, if you watch a 90-minute performance of Onana and playing balls, what does he get? Like 1 out of 7 or 8? Bro, his balls are not that good. Bro. It's overrated,
That's
bro.
very low. He doesn't do that.
Well, come on,
He
bro.
doesn't
It's
do
so
that.
many times where he passes it to nowhere. Well, let's
No,
be
no,
honest.
no, no, no. No,
And he
no.
makes it so hard for the winger to get the ball.
Nowhere, as in like no one gets it or they lose the challenge.
No one gets it. It's too difficult of a ball. If a player has to pull out magic to control the ball, it's not a good ball, bro.
Nah.
Wallahi,
That's not what's happening.
I'm talking
with Onana.
about, look, you know what efficiency is being
Yeah.
able to put out the ball. You can depend, once Onana kicks the ball, you're like, oh, it's going somewhere.
Okay.
Onana's ball is bismillah, hopefully it gets to
So
somewhere,
is
bro.
he better at that than Vicario?
I would say he's good at it.
I would say yes.
he-
You know why?
yeah,
Because
he is.
Vicario's passes are like a centre back's
But
passes.
that's what
He's side to side.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's who can play the ball better.
Sir.
I prefer Vicario because these are higher percentage. And wallah, to be honest, let's be real.
He
Not
plays
all
those.
keepers are good at this.
Yeah, sir.
Some keepers actually have a bad
they're
time,
bad.
including
Yeah.
Hugo Lloris. For some reason, they can't play soccer. They can't play football.
Yeah.
But Vicario will actually get the ball and play it short. Almost 9 out of 10 times. Like, and the thing is, have you seen that video where Vicario gets in trouble and he clears it and just loses it, bro?
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
because that's the
yeah.
system that's the system that we want him to play, and he's able to play it. That's why I think he's better than him at playing the ball. Obviously, this guy can ping balls, but we're not talking about a 10 position here. We're talking about a keeper.
Yeah, I know, but that's an attribute added on top of the thing. It's like same
Can't
thing
do
with.
basics.
It's a bonus, but I don't
Yeah,
think
it's a bonus.
like- I don't
It's
think
a good
it's
bonus too. It's a good
Okay,
bonus too.
If you think about this right now as United, would you rather have De Gea playing in this final, in the Europa League final, or Onana?
But personally, if you're gonna ask me that, I'm always gonna say De Gea. I don't think I don't even know why the heck we got rid of him. I love De Gea
Because he's
so
not
much.
able to play. This is a new game. You have to play on your feet.
Nah,
This is what they
I
want.
think a goalkeeper doesn't need to have outstanding. You just need to be able to do what this guy's doing, which is play side to side. Just take a good touch and play it. That's max. Like,
But De
what-
Gea dropped like below his level. Like
But
the
no
past
one's-
That's
season
true,
he was
that's
with
true.
us, He
Sir.
dropped way
shot
way
stopping,
below,
shot
like,
stopping, no. Shot stopping, no.
Even
He was always great at
mistakes-wise,
that.
His errors became a lot more. Like he'll
I
make
think
a
no,
mistake.
because-
Every 2 games, he'll make one mistake.
Because
that
they
will
started
cost
to
us
force
the
him to
game.
play on the ball. That's the thing, and that's not his style.
But you
Exactly,
didn't get rid
maybe
of
it
that by
could
getting Onana.
Yeah,
though.
but
Yes.
Onana still. Now, if you ask me which one I'm picking Vicario only because I
Less
never
mistakes.
see him make any high-profile errors.
Yeah.
But Onana, every week there's something going on.
It's risky stuff.
Massive mistakes. Mistakes that cost goals. So I don't know. Even if De Gea is dropping below his usual standard, I don't think he's making as many high-profile errors as this
I
guy.
personally would
So-
prefer De Gea.
Yeah, I'll take the hair. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Even like we got Onana because he's ball playing goalkeeper, but I don't think that has really benefited us that much.
No,
in
not
a
to
way
that-
where
not
like,
to that
oh,
extent,
fair
yeah.
enough. Let's get rid of the hair to get him because
That's true.
It really hasn't. Wallah,
trade-off,
like,
it didn't-
he'll
you're
make
right. The
one
business
good
didn't make
pass in a
sense.
game or two,
Yeah.
like that will be effective.
Sah.
But other than that, wallah, it's not really something difficult that no one else could do. You get me?
Sah.
So
Just to speak on this as well,
Take
Yaqub, you brought it up before. You said I don't know what it is with goalkeepers; they don't have feet. Well, why is that? Because no one grows up wanting to be a goalkeeper. Everyone's been in a position where they've had to play proper football.
No, but
and
once
then
you get into the professional level,
put on the gloves.
you give everything else up.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
focus on your goalkeeping technique.
I'm sorry,
That's
if
number
you,
one.
if you stop playing soccer now for about 10 years,
Yeah.
and I'll give you a ball, you're gonna take it touch properly, and you're gonna pass it properly.
No, but this is what you gotta understand.
That-
Homa,
that-
they're
but
not
that's-
stopping at 17, 18. They turning pros
10,
at like
11,
10, 11,
yeah.
12. That's
That's
it. I'm
true.
a goalkeeper now.
Yeah.
So you only have like very basic foundational skills that you get, but it's like having 8-year-old.
So what's the
Technique,
difference?
my
So
foot
what
is
so
not
what's
the
the
same.
difference between these type of goalkeepers and say for example an Alisson or Edison or
Edison was a
an
striker,
Onana
bro.
on
Edison
their
was
ball?
actually playing football.
I don't. Is it a talent? Is it something that's
Yeah.
gifted to them? Like
Absolutely,
just from
100%.
Yeah.
Some people are very natural at striking a ball.
Yeah,
And
wallah.
some can't strike a ball to save their lives.
They
Even
play
3
like
years of training.
midfielders though. That's the thing. They play like
No, but
you can.
Ahmed, it's literally the ball striking. That is the difference.
It's the touches.
No, ما خلاص. If you have a technique of ball striking, معناه automatically the touch is okay. That's generally that's how I think of football.
But goalkeepers have good goal striking, not goal striking, but striking of the ball.
Nah, bro, kicking long isn't the same as accurately pinging a ball. Ahmed.
Nah,
They
You
do
know
have
this.
that though.
We're
They
talking,
do have that.
They don't.
Keepers can clear the ball really well. They can smash it.
Yes,
but they
smashing
cannot.
it,
They
they
cannot put it in front of
can't.
Salah. They can't put it in front
I
of
think we're more,
Mahrez.
these goalkeepers that I'm talking about now, these Onanas, even Vicario, he does it from time to time, but they do have a ping on them. I think that's like a bare minimum to have a ping on you to hit someone on the wing or
Yeah, but
something.
look,
Hit it into space, not even into someone.
When did these players learn these techniques? These players are young.
young age,
Onana,
yeah.
Vicario, these guys are young.
Are you saying like
this-
play under pressure, like take a touch and
No,
find the
he's
pass,
saying
get
be
out of
able to play.
pressure?
Yeah, play.
Yeah,
Like a
like,
centre-mid?
like
Play
the
with the
press,
ball.
the press that's coming from the striker
Yeah.
is the most simple of touches to take it away. It's one striker, that's it. If they get pressed by two, fair enough. Put your hands up. You know, as your goalkeeper, fair enough.
But, Ahmed,
But
it's
the
a
ones
high-
that make the mistake with one press,
Because it's a
or
high
something,
risk position, bro. Imagine the nerves that's included in all of this.
Yeah.
If the ball goes under your foot, if you
but they
take the
just-
touch wrong,
the problem-
if you take it
Now,
too
what
heavy,
a
the
million
wind is
things
coming.
go through your head.
That's
There's
true.
so much. There's so
Defender
much
giving
going
you a
on,
shot.
bro.
The worst thing is the defender setting you up.
That's true.
And then you
Use the
say,
hospital
do I
ball.
clean it? Do I take a
Sah,
touch?
sah.
And then all of a
There's
sudden
so
it's in the
much-
back of your
pressure-
neck.
It's a high pressure thing.
Hospital passes, by the way, is completely out of
I'm
the
not
question.
saying
You're
hospital
swinging
passes.
that. But I'm saying, Adolfo, let me
I'm
just
gonna
say.
bring this into it.
Let me say, no, one thing.
No,
one
no,
thing.
no, no, Dagiga.
Ah.
Rashid Mahazi said this the other day on I don't know, on some random clip. He's like, something that he was asked that changed his career completely. He said that's why he had the best 3 or 4, 5 years at the end of his career. He said he was asked, when you're in the middle of the game, do you play not to make mistake or do you play to affect the game? See, a player that's in the number 10, in the center mid, as a winger, you play with the mentality of when I get the ball, I'm going to affect the game.
Yeah.
So you don't even worry about the little things like your first touch. That's you automatically have that because you have the confidence that you're here to affect the game. But a goalkeeper's thinking, I don't want to make a mistake. If I make a mistake, it's wraps. So then you're playing with that mentality. So automatically, you're playing with like 80% more nerves than the other players.
Yeah,
So
wallahi,
when
that's
the ball
true.
comes back, it's like you're worried about not making a mistake.
What's happening? What's
So
happening?
it's
What's
so
happening?
hard for you to
Yeah.
make something happen correctly.
That's true.
So that's a big difference because you're playing at a high risk position.
That's
So
true.
it's impossible for you to.
I think playing with nerves and looking like you don't know how to play football is two completely different things. I'm talking about these goalkeepers look like they don't know how to play the
No, but,
sport.
I mean, the point he's making is
with their feet. With the nerves, fair enough. Any player has that. You see that in penalties. You see that in in the sixes. Sixes sometimes have those nerves where they panic, they get closed down, they win the ball, and they go and score. They have those moments too. But I'm talking about not looking completely like they look sometimes.
I think
Yeah,
the
hey,
pressure is so
wait,
high.
wait, wait, wait.
I mean, the pressure is so high, but you have to understand, if a keeper loses the ball, it's a guaranteed
Facts,
goal.
facts.
No,
But
no other player has to experience this.
no. But the sixes actually experience this a lot.
But
And
it's
you
not a
see-
guaranteed goal. It's like oh
you've
shit, what's
seen-
happening?
Although you've seen Jorginho,
Yeah.
you've seen Jorginho buckle so many
my
times,
God.
and you know what it looks like he's nervous. It doesn't look like he doesn't know how to play the sport.
No, I tell
But
you what
when
it looks like.
goalkeepers-
I tell you what it looks like for Jorginho. It looks like I know I don't have the athleticism, so I can't get away from this person. So if there's no pass
Let
on,
me fall down on
if
the
there's
ball.
no pass on, I'm done. I am done. So that's a different thing. But that's Ahmed. At least you try to think, my teammate might get me out. Maybe the next person will make a tactical foul.
Yeah.
But there's still other hurdles for the person to get through.
Yeah.
But a goalkeeper, there's no
Guys,
there's
by
no
the way,
backup.
it's awkward for a goalkeeper. He's wearing gloves, layers.
I'm sorry, the gloves don't-
Listen,
the gloves
it's a
don't do
valid
that.
excuse. And as soon as they get the ball, they got a crowd behind them screaming, "Oh!"
You played football in school with your school shoes, with like a button-up shirt, with tight pants,
Yeah.
everything. You can do it still. The hands,
But this
the
is
gloves
Premier
thing.
League,
And,
guys.
because
You're
there's no
talking
excuse.
about high school with bags as the goals versus
No,
the
but I'm
Premier
saying
League.
your touch is still fine, whatever. Everything. I'm saying just
Nah,
the
man, it's not.
the
I
football.
think the pressure that you're playing under, bro, it completely
Oh,
makes
fair
a
enough.
difference.
Fair enough.
Also, one thing I touched on Vicario as well. I don't like about him. He's the worst in corners. I think he's one of the worst
That's his issues.
Premier League
That's a big
keepers in
issue.
corners. He
He's
doesn't know what to
small,
do.
though.
He's not
He's
demanding.
not that small, Abdullah.
He's small,
Compared to Pickford, I'd rather Pickford.
Pickford's a
Oh,
snake.
no,
keeper
but
for a
Pickford
team.
is demanding, bro.
Yeah,
Pickford
but
is like he's
Vicario,
on it.
whenever we get a corner, I start bucking him.
No, but
I know we might concede a goal.
Vicario isn't bad at corners. He's the worst at corners. Every
Yeah.
team knows this, and it's the whole thing.
put a
It's the whole
player
thing
on.
in the corners. A player, 100%. Every Tottenham game, watch even against Man United, you'll see a striker or one of the players go to the keeper. You know why? Because he's not demanding. Keepers, they're like, you got to be strong sometimes. Vicario is not as demanding as people like. You have to be a Tottenham fan and watch him. But it's so obvious when you watch him.
Just
properly.
week in, week out, I
You'll
see a
it
corner.
in the corners.
I'll be like,
That's a big weakness, but because you're looking at 6 or 7 corners per game, bro. Like you have to have something
it's
for
bad,
it.
yeah, that's true.
And he's conceded a lot of corners as well.
That's true. That's true. So we're all in agreement then. Or do you?
Vicario.
We took too long on that.
Yeah, well, that took very
Huh?
long, bro.
Goalkeeper, bro.
Yeah, I
And you
know,
guys
I'm sorry.
conceded
And
that
not
so
even the
early
controversial
too. Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
How long have we got?
But now we move on to right back, lads.
Oh, it should be his
Now
one as well.
in right back, who do you guys have? Your bum club. Who do you guys have? There?
I've got two.
Pedro,
We've got two.
Poro.
No,
Is he
Ray,
and-
hold
Is he
on.
right back?
He's
He's
right
right
back.
back. He's
We've
right
got two
back.
choices.
And we
I would
got
say first Pedro
Jet
Porro,
Spence.
2 Jet Spence, and then
Isn't
Mazarawi.
just Spence left back?
Nah, but
He's a right back.
He's been playing left, no?
No, because
Initially at
because
Nottingham, he
Pedro
played
Porro.
right back. Initially, when we
No,
got
he's a
him
right
at-
back, he's a right back.
When he was playing at Nottingham, he was a right back as well. But due to Odogi's injury, he was playing left back this
You
season.
know what? Before we all have a text, Abdullah, what do you think? Mazraoui or Pedro Porro and Jet Spence?
Nah, he's got to be the
I
deciding
think-
vote. You
I
got to let him.
think-
Yeah.
I'd be the
Abdullah's
deciding-
the last.
deciding.
Abdullah's
You want me
the
to
last.
decide?
Yeah,
I
he
know
said
you
he
guys-
is.
you
Okay.
guys are-
Yeah, bring your points.
I'll tell you, flat out, wallah al-azim, Mazraoui.
Based on?
I don't even think this is even like an argument.
Okay, based on.
Based on this guy's going forward, he's probably one of our, and he's proved to be one of our best ball playing players. Not even just at the right back
too
position. He's
comfortable on
played
the
in the
ball,
midfield. He's way too comfortable as a player. Like we were talking before with the touches, whatever.
Yeah.
He's too good at that shit. Like he's got that unlock. Secondly, defensive wise, he has not been, like, let's say, embarrassed or beaten in any way.
Is he a good defender?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Those are the two main points. I think other than that, there's not much to add as a right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go for Pedro Porro.
Yeah.
He's better defensively than Mazraoui. He proved it this season. He scored more goals. He assists going forward. He's our main crosser.
Yeah,
He's- for you guys, you have the lot. We have what's his name, Pedro Porro. He's a threat going forward. I think the wingers play more defensive against him because they know he's going to push forward. He's a key player, and he can even drop into the midfield if he wants to. So I'd say, bro, Pedro Porro, easy, bro.
Let's not forget, for you guys, by the way, he plays he's a massive role in terms of your scoring, Sato.
Yeah.
It's not even if he scores or not. He's demanded to whip a ball in constantly.
Yeah.
It's more like a Trent thing. That's how he plays in your team.
But he's
So I
able to
think-
do it defensively as well.
I
I'm not
think-
saying he's the best right back
No,
in the
but-
league, but he between him and Mazraoui, I'm putting Pedro Porro.
I'm sorry, I
what
genuinely
are you
cannot
saying?
agree with that one. Wallahi.
This is the thing, yeah. With me, I think if Mazraoui was playing in the old formation, the old system of playing with 4 at the back, he was more effective because we knew his role. Right now, he hasn't really been given a role where it's like, that's what you gotta do, and that's what.
When we're playing the
Sometimes he
five.
play as one of the 3 centre backs. Another time he'll play on the other side. The other time he'll play on the right wing back.
And every
So-
time he's giving you a 7 or 8
But
out of 10.
No, but if he played in the 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, whatever, like as a fullback,
Yeah.
he'll be more effective. 100%. I feel like Lara probably.
What's his
I'll
weaknesses?
go for him.
What's his weaknesses in Mazraoui?
I reckon
Weakness?
speed,
I
maybe.
think physically he doesn't look like
Speed?
Premier
He
League
doesn't,
standard.
but he doesn't get beat like that. That's
I'm
why I
not
don't
saying
understand.
whether he gets beat or not. I'm saying,
No, no,
I'm
but-
saying
but-
visually when you go and see and watch the game, it doesn't look like he's up to like the physical standards of the Premier
Yeah,
League.
but you know what? What he's got to cover that is his ability on the ball to just move and
Get
maneuver
out of
past
trouble,
players.
yeah.
And get that covers up for his lack of having physical presence.
100%. And by the way, when you watch our games, he looks like our most solid player at the back. Like it's
He's
not
more
it's-
comfortable.
Yeah, it's not even
Okay.
a competition between him or anyone else, especially when it comes to defending as well. Like I'm so comfortable in him not getting beat. Pedro Porro, I've seen a couple clips where he's gonna embarrass.
Some bad clips.
Yeah, but exactly that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But
It's week in,
obviously, I'm
week
not gonna
out,
judge it
man.
on this. I'm not gonna judge it on this.
Yeah.
But I feel like in terms of one-on-one defending, first in Mazraoui, I think he'll be much better at that. And then I'm saying on the ball, you guys have your fullback more advanced. Now you see a different type of quality from him because he's supposed to cross those balls, whatever. He's supposed to give that sort of threat. But as we said, he hasn't had the chance to play in that role. But this also shows his quality because he's played multiple different roles in our
At
teams,
one
and
stage,
he's
he even played that as a number 10.
yeah, like and
One
he's
game or
he's.
something.
That's how bad your club is, man. Right back.
No, no,
man.
but
Can't use as
look,
a-
it can say a lot
Yeah,
about our
yeah,
club.
yeah.
But
What
it
I'm saying
says,
is like he's got so much into him that he could play anyways.
it speaks to his
That's what I'm
quality.
trying to
It's like how people would talk about Trent saying, "Oh, like okay, he's not the greatest fullback. Now he's moving to a midfielder position so he can compensate for his defensive work or whatever." This guy's the complete opposite of that because he's got the defensive side and as well on this he's amazing on the ball and he can play multiple different positions. Whether or not he didn't provide assists and that's because of how we play. That's because of our system. Like he hasn't been given that role. But I think if we were playing at the 4 at the back, he'll probably be more involved in those things.
Yeah. I got 2 points. First of all, I actually don't agree with you, River. I think Pedro Porro started off with his weaknesses. I think Pedro Porro is a disgraceful defender. Wallahi, man.
There we go. Thank you.
Pedro Porro cannot defend to save his life.
Yeah.
And the wingers who know how to dribble, it's
It's
literally
raps.
it's a horror show. When you have your Dokus and your Martinellis, people that run at wingers, or they're like a little bit dribble. Oh my God, Pedro Porro is frustrating to watch.
It's scary times.
Now the difference. You guys said Mazraoui is good on the ball. Now he's decent on the ball. The only reason why you guys think he's good on the ball is because everyone else in the back line is horrible on the ball. Wallahi, that's honestly what I see from Manchester United. The difference why I would put Pedro Porro over Mazraoui is because there is more of an output on Pedro Porro than there is Mazraoui. If you look at Pedro Porro, what does he get? 6 assists this season, 3
Probably,
goals.
yeah. Probably.
Pedro Porro is part of our attacking structure. When we're attacking, Pedro Porro will get a touch of the ball. Pedro Porro's crosses, I believe, probably besides Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the best fullback crosses. The guy has dangerous crosses. Even the game in the Europa League semi-finals,
He tried to cross
deadly
it.
cross. Like this guy, when he's crossing the ball, when he has the ball, I feel like something's gonna happen when he has the ball. Obviously, there's pros and cons to every player. The things with Pedro Porro is he's too slanted towards being an attacking right back than a defensive right back. Me personally, I like a bit more balanced. The thing why I'll choose Pedro Porro over Mazraoui is
Oh my
no, look, I'm going back to Mazraoui now.
Okay.
He's decent on the ball.
Let's not say decent.
He's not the best defender in the world. Look, if he was a better defender, if this guy's strength is defending, I would say let's have Mazraoui over Pedro Porro. Because I actually prefer as a right back, even me personally as a right back, your number one job is to right back, is to defend. It's like same thing with goalkeeper. There's no point of you pinging balls if you can't even save a goal.
It's true.
But the thing is, Pedro Porro is a horrible defender, but he can do something. Mazraoui, if he was a good defender, I would give him the position. But he's not even a good defender. He's mid, wallah, if I'm being honest. So, mid defending, mid attacking versus a very good attacker and a shit defending. It's where it is. It's a close one, but I still think Pedro Porro, wallah. Because you still get goals.
I think you'll be harsh on Pedro Porro's defending.
No.
It's not. It's not. It's
Aslam,
not.
please
it's
put
not-
up a clip of
he's
this guy
decent.
doing splits. Wallah al-azim. He's
Yeah,
the worst
guys,
defender in the
hey,
world.
well, hey, but when you play that many games week in, week out, you're gonna be doing the splits. Go to Kyle Walker's highlights right now.
Yeah.
You
No,
got
no, no.
Vinicius giving
Reva,
making
he
him
gets
do
ripped
splits.
every game, wallah.
Nah, he
I'm
doesn't.
telling you right now, this guy, if Amir runs at him, he will not know what to do, wallah. Wallah, he won't know what to do, wallah. I'm being honest. He's actually a very, very bad defender. Like, it's
Is
not
that
even
dig
like...
at me or a compliment? Which
Both
one?
of you. I'm joking. Bro, it's like... No, I'm saying, like, wallah, you can take him on.
Both of you at the same time.
No. Bro, I'm telling you, it's like, bro, this guy's a Premier League defender who takes hundreds of thousands. Bro, I actually reckon Amir will actually rip him, bro.
No, cuz, don't say that. Is it dig at me, cuz?
How, bro? You're ripping a Premier League defender. What's going on with your Tottenham Hotspur Football Club? Now you're digging in my club. What's going on, bro? No, but seriously, wallah, seriously.
Wallahi.
If you look at every game Pedro Porro played, even his good games, there's at least 1 or 2 times where he gets absolutely ripped. I'm not talking about like you get beaten and someone else scores for you. I'm talking about it's like this guy should not pass you and he's just passed you. Like it's ridiculous, wallah. And also not only that is Pedro Porro gets covered so many times by Romero and Van de Ven. It's wallah, it's not even funny. Not only that is you've got midfielders covering for you. You know, whenever it's even like you know with Arsenal, you know Bukayo Saka, how everyone always comes to him because he's such a danger. Pedro Porro is such a bad defender. You have to bring an extra midfielder, wallah.
Someone comes
That's how
out
bad it is, wallah. Because you literally don't. And if it's a good winger, oh wallah, it's actually very hard, bro. Like, and the thing is, you gotta watch Tottenham enough to see this happen. Wallah, Tottenham fans will tell you. I don't know, Pedro. I think he's being a bit biased here.
Nah, because
but
I think
when
the
Pedro Porro's on the ball,
exposes
it's
players
just
like that. The
difficult,
high
man.
line
I was
exposes
just
a player
gonna
like
say
that.
that, bro.
It's because of the high line, man.
was
If we
gonna
played a
say.
more low block, he wouldn't be embarrassed as much. It's the high line that's doing this. It always exposes the fullbacks. And that's why we invested so much in Van de Ven.
But Raver, I'm
to do
talking
the
about
covering.
one-on-ones. I'm talking about where you just even delay. He can't even delay. It's not good enough.
No, he seems like he's more like Romero. Like he's aggressive.
He's
once
aggressive
Once
defending,
the attacker gets the ball,
more.
he wants to step to them
Yeah.
rather than let
Yeah,
them.
but he gets
jump.
ripped. That's the problem.
No, but that's
Yaqub,
his style of defending.
Yeah.
There's
Yaqub,
players that are like that.
He
Too
gets
often,
he
too
gets
often.
ripped in.
Yeah.
He gets ripped
The
in the high
percentage-
line. He gets ripped in the high line.
Romero sometimes gets taken on. But when Romero's going for it, one, I know this is how he plays football. And two, we might get something out of this. How many times have you seen? Bro, I've seen Romero get the ball himself and go and score. Bro, Pedro Porro, I just see him getting ripped. It's well, to be honest, you know what? I'm calling the future. I'm talking in the future here. Manchester United, the game, if Pedro Porro starts, he's going to get ripped.
Garnacho's
You heard it
gonna
here
rip him,
first. Bro, Garnacho, even as horrible as he is, will rip Pedro Porro. Wallah. Watch, you'll see. Anyways, Pedro Porro first. I'm ripping him too much. I choose Pedro Porro over Mazraoui.
After he
Guys,
killed
you
it.
should wear Jet Spence up, guys.
That's what I said to you, Pedro Porro,
Nah, I'm
Jet
sorry,
Spence,
Jet
I'll have
Spence.
them over Mazraoui.
Leave that on the left side. Leave just Spence for the left side.
Nah,
Leave it for the left side.
I mean, Jet Spencer is a right back.
No,
He's actually a right back.
I'm
Where's
sorry,
he
but he's
playing
playing
for
on
you
the
guys?
left
No,
back
he
Yeah,
side.
actually
he's
no,
only
right
playing
back.
left back because Udogi's injured.
Man,
He's
I
injured.
can't-
He played. We signed him from
Man, this
Nottingham
season
because
he's
he's a
been
right
playing
I
back.
can't say anything.
No, he's actually been playing right back as well.
When
He's been
Pedro
playing
Porro's
both.
away, he plays right back.
Yeah, but that's his position.
That just shows how good he is.
Okay, so what are we gonna say about Mazraoui then? Playing as a 10 is a fullback.
Huh?
What are we gonna say?
10 is a
then?
bit of a ridiculous. That's not even that doesn't even make sense, bro.
You're the same team that plays Harry Maguire up front. So
Look. We do that in the 90th minute, and by the way, he freaking does it. Like it's quality. It's better than Richarlison if we're doing that. Like
Okay, so are we going two versus two?
no. But I want to say one more thing.
Okay.
If you see how you're saying with Pedro Porro,
Yeah.
you have to watch him as a Tottenham fan a lot or whatever. You got to just watch him in general to see him getting ripped up.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the same thing with Mazraoui. You need to watch him for United to see how important this guy is for us. I think probably he's been third best player for us this season.
It's because everybody else is shit.
No, I don't think it's that. Like, it's genuinely is. Like, he's been a massive part. And when we're talking about, you see how I've talked about the six not being like a role that doesn't get, I don't know, hyped up that much or their stuff goes like under the radar. It's the same with him, with Mazraoui. He gets us out of so many tight spaces because of how good he is on the ball. It doesn't matter what kind of press is happening. He's so press resistant and he gets us out of those plays where then we can start the attack. That is such an important role in itself. Whether or not he plays the final ball, that's a different story because that's our style of play. He's not going to be doing that. But he's the one that starts off the attack. He's getting us out. And then with his ball playing abilities, he's going through to the midfield, whatever, playing a ball into Bruno or whoever it is to start the attack. That's a massive role in itself. And defensively, I think he's, firstly, not as you're saying decent or whatever it is. I think firstly he's better than Pedro Porro at defending, 100%.
Yeah, give it.
And I don't think it's like I wouldn't say by miles. Like it's pretty close. But if he has that and he's got the thing to his game, they're going forward to his game. Not like Pedro Porro because he's in your system.
Yeah.
He needs to do those crosses, whatnot.
The wider margin, but so we're looking at defending and attacking, yeah?
صح.
We're saying defending Mazraoui is better, attacking Pedro Porro is better. But defending is more of a close thing. But attacking, there's much of a difference with Pedro Porro. Because
that's
it's not
only
just about
because of the
carrying the
system.
ball.
That's
It's
only
actually
because of
about
the system,
crossing, assisting, scoring.
But that's only because of the system.
Huh?
That's only because of the system.
So what, he's losing points because he has a good
No,
system?
but I'm saying
he's
Mazraoui
playing in the back three.
Mazraoui is not a thing of he doesn't have it in his locker. He
Yeah.
does have it, but we can't
If
get
we
it
don't see
out
it, we
of him
can't judge
because
it. If we
because
don't
of
see
how
it, we
we
can't
play.
judge it. But Amr, come on, be fair.
No, but he does have that though. Like if
We
a
gotta see
player,
it.
if a player is that good on the ball that
Yeah.
they can play multiple positions.
Yeah.
Brother, what
Boys, wallahi, boys,
But we got
wallahi.
Pedro Porro who's in double digits assists
It's
in,
a right back
every
position,
season.
boys.
I'm worried
Come
about
on.
this episode.
Wallahi, boys, it's a right
This
back
episode's gonna-
position.
it's
We're
gonna go
sucked
for
in.
3
Yeah.
days.
Okay, no. You know what? We'll make it quick. Abdullah, who would you say? I make it quick as quick
Who'd you
as
say,
possible,
Nate?
bro, I'm sorry.
Huh?
Is
Did
it
you say-
Pedro Porro?
Wallah, I was leaning towards
Porro?
Poro. But after what Amr said, Wallah,
Yeah, I
it
mean,
reminded
I
me
hate
of
it,
the
bro.
boy,
Come
brother.
on. I hate
No,
it.
wallahi,
It's important
I
for us,
started
bro.
thinking about it, bro.
He's-
But
fair
Mazraoui is
enough.
actually better.
He's too important for
Thinking
us.
about it.
Abdullah, go on.
I was initially thinking, before anybody spoke, I thought Poro straight away because of the output. Because I don't watch either teams. I watch highlights.
Don't even watch your own club.
Exactly. Recently, I've given up on my club, but don't worry. But every time I watch highlights of both clubs, Pedro Porro is having an impact. Mazraoui is doing okay, but Pedro Porro is actually having an impact on the game. Having said that, if I was taking one of them to Arsenal, who am I taking?
Guys, the world doesn't revolve around Arsenal.
No,
He's got knocked out by PSG.
I'm changing the standard as to who I would like in my team. So then I can think, what do I really like?
I like that. I like where this is going.
Come on.
Yeah, because you know it's going towards where you're going
Tomorrow.
Like that.
Now we like it.
Wow. Like that, wallahi. I even wrote Mazraoui, wallahi. What a hell, bro.
But wallahi, can I make one final point?
I love Mazraoui, but this guy has I don't know, you guys are saying he's horrendous at defending, and I refuse to believe that a top tier professional can't be given instructions and obey them properly. So I think if he's directed correctly with the physical attributes that he's got and the whip that he's got, given that it means that he can play long balls, I think he's got the potential to be a high level fullback. So I don't know why he's getting ripped. I don't watch Tottenham week to week, but I think he's
Let me tell you something that makes sense.
A well-rounded fullback.
Abdullah, the issue actually is he actually might work in a system where there's not much pressure on the defensive line. The only problem for us is we have a lot of pressure on our defensive line, so we need our back line to be strong. Say for example, your team possession based like Arsenal. That's where Pedro Porro is like, oh my God, it's a whole different thing because now you have someone who not only is Odegaard creating, you have a right back who can create actually create opportunities. That's where it becomes like world class.
I think he needs to get into this team ahead of Mazraoui. Mazraoui is good.
Fair enough.
But this guy's
2-0.
Fair enough.
9 to go.
Fair enough. We're gonna make it faster now.
Can we agree on the ones that we're gonna agree on?
No. We're gonna make it faster. But relax.
From each team that
Relax,
we agree
relax.
on, so we can skip a
Two.
couple of
We're gonna
positions.
do.
Giving them two is crazy.
What we're
No,
gonna do?
two that we agree on. One from your team, one from their team. I know there's two that everybody agrees on.
Sanna, Abdullah.
At least.
Don't change the whole dynamic of the show. Relax. Sanna. We'll do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Guys, stop,
okay,
stop,
yeah,
bro.
no,
Stop.
no.
No, stop, Yaqub.
Okay.
Next, we're gonna do both centre back partnerships. We're gonna say both of them, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's good.
So, I think honestly, from your club, I'm not gonna take that captain. I'm sorry, wallahi. I'm not taking that nigga. I'm not taking.
Romero?
Yeah, he's just a
I'm not
hater.
taking him.
He's
I'm
giving
not
you Mina vibes. What's that? Yeah, Mina.
that nigga, I'm sorry, but I can never trust him. It's either a foul or a red card. Whichever one it is. Wallahi, those options, by the way, the exact same.
Lisandro Martinez is literally the same.
I didn't say him, did I?
He's not in your back two.
I think personally the partnership should be Van der Ven and Maguire.
That's where we
Wallahi,
lock
I
up this
genuinely think so.
podcast, turn off the
Wallahi, I
cameras, and we run
genuinely
away.
think so.
That's
I think so.
ridiculous.
I think so.
What
Having
happened?
Harry Maguire
You're
in
not
there?
like
Are you
Dele?
serious?
You're not putting Delict up for this club?
Dele has fallen off a bit more.
I was gonna say Van der Ven and Delete.
Same.
No way.
Yeah.
Delete better than Romero?
Delect better than Harry
I'll
Maguire.
take.
Raver,
I'll
you
take.
must-
No.
No, I'm sorry.
At the start of the episode, we said about
You guys, you got the
Form
goal
wise?
scoring Maguire, huh?
Maguire right now, the form he's on.
Wallahi, forget the goal scoring. I was saying this to Azam, even the last game, the last Europa League
I'm
game.
so comfortable when I see someone running and there's Maguire's in his position. I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
No.
Wallahi, before I used to be
No,
nervous.
wallahi.
Wallahi,
Wallahi,
I'm
Abdullah.
comfortable. Before I used to be nervous. No, I'm comfortable. Like, don't worry, Maguire's got this.
Yeah.
Like, he's brought
I'm actually
that.
realizing.
How the turntables.
I realized
How the tables have turned on.
I actually realized.
This is so funny.
Solid, wallahi. Now his experience is coming, wallahi.
He's reading of the play. Firstly, he's fantastic. He's Wallahi, I'm sorry, but it might sound funny. I don't care. Wallahi, all the memes that have been
I
said about him.
cannot take you guys seriously.
Yeah, wallah.
You've been slating this guy for like 2-3
But
years.
shut the hell up,
Not
bro. You're
slating,
the one that's saying Bukayo Saka is the fullback, Abdullah. That's good. You're the one saying Bukayo Saka is the fullback, and then you're praising him. Shush, bro.
He's our goal,
Shush.
wallahi.
Don't talk to us when we
He's our
start doing the
goal.
same thing.
Look, you gotta understand. Some players, it takes him a long time. to adjust
I'm
to
not having this. I'm not having this
the
now.
style of the club and all this. And this is what happened with Maguire, my boy.
Well, I don't know.
Right now,
I'll tell you,
he's the guy.
I'm sorry, I'll tell you what it is with Maguire. His 2 or 1 mistakes will get magnified so freaking hard, and he'll get memed about and whatever. And he's been on this, by the way, for years. His performances are actually good overall throughout the game. They're actually good, but the 1 or 2 mistakes that he makes, that's the thing that khalas, it just gets magnified. And by the way, that's the thing at United. Every single player, any kind of mistakes that they make, immediately, this guy's poor, this guy's the worst, this memes start popping up. That's the pressure that you have at the club itself. So especially when a player like him, who's meant to be like the main centre back,
Because of the money he came with
Yeah,
as
we
well.
should not see a single mistake from you. You should be like
Van Dijk.
perfect. Yeah, you
Van
should be
Dijk.
Van Dijk. And when we see a mistake from him, immediately it's jump on this guy. That's it. We don't need him. Get this guy. Get this. But he's defensively, he's very good. And let's not even talk about him up top, man. This guy is a winger. This guy is the striker. This
let's
guy
be
is
serious.
anything. He can take free kicks if he wants to. Right?
Let's be serious. Come on.
Okay, we'll be serious.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair, but this guy's a system player. That's what it is. If Harry Maguire
Okay.
in England, unbelievable. I think he's solid in England.
The England national team.
When he plays for
team,
England
yeah.
national team, he's solid. He's pretty solid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's fairly good under pressure. I just think you can either put him in a bad system that didn't suit him, and that's why now under
Exactly, playing with the back
Imran,
three.
he's killing it.
Is
Actually
it
works for
amazing?
him, or a team that plays a little bit more pragmatic. I see
Yeah.
England, you've got he had Declan Rice and
Yeah.
Jordan Henderson for the majority of
Yep.
the time.
Yep.
Both very hard-working defensive players,
Yep.
so he was
Yeah.
protected a little bit more.
Yeah.
And good, fast fullbacks.
At the same time, I wouldn't
can't-
put him.
I
there.
can't-
Don't say anything. I'm gonna just write it in.
I
anyway.
can't believe we spent 5 minutes talking
No,
about
no,
Harry
no,
Maguire.
I'm
No
not
way,
voting for
absolutely not.
Maguire. No,
Absolutely
no, no,
not.
stop.
Stop.
Ahmed,
Don't
this
write
is not
nothing
a
down.
dictatorship. Everybody's gonna vote.
Hey,
Yes,
hey,
yes,
hey,
stop.
hey, Stick your point. You want Maguire or do you want
Lads,
delete?
lads,
At the end of this,
lads.
the Man United fan.
No,
It's Man United team.
Look. Harry Maguire, what you guys all said about him was nice. But now this is a serious conversation. Christian Romero, Mickey van de Ven, all right? Wallahi, this Maguire
Mickey
talk,
van de
I
Ven
can't
is in.
believe...
There's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
argument.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh, yeah.
Van de Ven is in.
Before you say anything, can I say something to the crowd?
Okay, go to the talk.
This guy is a massive Romero fan. He plays like Romero.
And you're a Romero hater. You're a Romero hater.
Too much. Okay, you're like.
Okay, let me tell you something. Romero, I love to say this, World Cup winner. But the other thing about Romero is that's so underrated. And I realized because he's a tackler and that's what comes up on the highlight clips, people actually forget, wallahi, he's, even statistically, you guys can actually look up the numbers. In terms of the top 5 leagues, centre backs who break lines, Romero is number 1. Romero on the ball, you were saying you trust Maguire to do this and that, but when Romero's on the ball, that's when your team is the most safe in the back line. For some reason, he's like, he literally plays 6 for us. The guy on the ball breaks lines, he can make plays.
Scores goals as well.
Look,
corners, man.
you're right. The only con I would have to Romero is it's not necessarily that he loses his head or he's angry. If you're an aggressive player, I respect that. The only thing is every once in a while, red card or a penalty is dangerous, but it's not as evident as or as repetitive as you think it is. Well, it's not.
It's much more than Maguire.
No,
mistakes
no.
wise, forget penalties and red cards.
I would say
Mistakes-wise?
no.
Forget penalties and
No,
red
no,
cards.
no.
Harry
No,
Maguire.
mistakes-wise,
Harry Maguire has a
100%,
bozo gene in him. You know the bozo gene is every game he's gonna make 1 or 2 like critical mistakes where it's like, oh, what's happening? But Romero, that's not what it is. Every once in a while, the guy just tackles 2-foot tackle.
Once
boots both
in
up.
a while,
Huh?
every game.
No, he
Once
doesn't,
every
bro.
3
Come on,
months, he
bro.
needs
Every
to.
No, he's
Every
not.
game and every
He
Tuesday.
needs to
Christian Romero's only got 3 cards in Tottenham. It's come on, well, let's be
like
serious.
Pepe.
Romero on the ball is genuinely, I think, one of the best centre backs in the world. Probably Bastoni's probably up there with him. But besides that, I don't think there's any centre back in the world who's better than Romero on the ball. I'll maybe give it to Van Dijk as well, but I think
Maybe,
I just think he's a
Saliba.
no way.
Come on, bro.
William Saliba, no.
Saliba.
Arsenal stay
Hey,
He's a dribbler, bro.
Hey, no.
Stay for now.
The only reason I'd say no is because
Saliba doesn't have a long ball anymore.
Romero is a carrier of the ball. He comes in, he wants to have the ball. And not only that, again, he's an output for us. When he has the ball, we expect, and Mickey van de Ven, we're not even going to get into him, but Mickey van de Ven is a high-playing centre-back. He literally goes in. Who's covering? Christian Romero. So they complement each other, which is why I'm telling you,
why I
we
said
need to
Maguire.
have Christian Romero and Mickey van
And
de
what
Ven.
did
I rest my case.
Rayan just say right now? He said that Maguire is better in this because he's in
I
that
reject
back
that.
three.
I
What I
reject
say, what I say?
Maguire
You
being
said
better than
we're
him
playing
in
that back
It's
three
good
now?
in the system, brother, but I voted delete. I didn't vote anything.
No, you can't
I
vote
didn't-
delete. Wait,
I voted delete.
why?
I said Van de Ven and delete.
Yaqub, I told you.
I'm
Animals.
the system
No,
we're playing.
wallahi, come on,
is
this is
4
not-
at the back.
this is not
4-3-3,
serious,
yeah.
We're not
bro.
playing
Come
3
on,
centre
lads.
backs.
I know,
So
4-3-3.
Maguire's not gonna work.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah,
It
wallahi.
will work.
It's not gonna work.
It will work.
It didn't work
Don't
for you
force
guys
it,
the
don't
last
force it.
3
It will
months.
work.
We're not talking about.
We're talking about we're building a team.
Form right now.
We're building a team with a certain formation.
Abdullah.
He doesn't work in that
Abdullah,
formation.
Abdullah.
I'm taking Delict. I'm going Delict and Mickey van de Ven.
Because do you watch United?
No.
Yes,
Because
bro.
He's coming off the bench and he's not even that good. What are you talking about?
I'll
He's not
take him.
performing
He
like that
hasn't
for us,
been really
Abdullah.
good.
Okay,
we can't do this, boys, wallahi.
Okay, Romero or Delict?
Well, if in their form,
Yeah.
like if they're proper,
Right now,
well,
you're
they're
playing
lit, 100%.
Wait, what? You just
100%.
told me right now he comes off the bench. Come on,
You're saying right now. You're saying right now. I'm saying in
we're
their
talking
form.
about
They're
form.
both of them in their form.
This is this
No,
season.
current form. I
Current
mean.
form.
Yeah.
100% Romero.
Romero, Romero.
This guy's trying to change it. We're
Romero.
saying Maguire,
Okay, so
bro.
I've got 3 votes for Romero. So we win.
We're going Maguire, bro. This guy-
No, I'm not going with Maguire.
We are
Absolutely
going
no.
with
I'm
Maguire.
boycotting. There's no way we're getting Maguire in, guys. Let's be serious, wallahi.
How are
We
you
have to be
disrespecting
serious.
Maguire
We
like
have to have a
that?
serious episode here, wallahi, boys.
No,
Come
no,
on,
no, no.
Who are you saying?
This is ridiculous, bro.
Wallahi, listen. Wallahi.
I'm done, but
Go,
the lit,
Wallahi,
by the way,
hey.
is not it. If you're not
We're
picking
talking about a
Romero,
world-class centre-back.
if you're not
boys.
picking Romero, the lit is not it. There is no
I
chance
can't
I'm
have-
allowing a whole freaking backline of Tottenham. What are you talking about, bro?
Hey, it's not. No, it's
No,
not.
no,
Just
no,
vote
no,
delete.
no,
We
no,
just talked about Onana having the most clean
Or
sheets.
Maguire. Pick one.
No, we can't do this.
Yeah,
It's not
Abdullah
quoted,
delete,
bro.
we
We voted Delict. You want to get a Man United player in there? Vote Delict to
But
entire
I can't because he's not even been performing for us.
Yes.
You're just
Hey,
you're
you're
voting him
honourable.
based
Hey.
off his
Yes,
of his
thank you
time
very
in
much.
Juve
Vote Romero
or
now.
Bayern and his
No,
qualities,
no,
but
he-
he's not been performing for us.
Yes.
So I can't
When he
back that.
played before he
I
got
respect that. I
injured,
respect that.
He can't. Wallahi,
he was
he's
starting.
So
he
you
was
guys,
starting
you
centre
guys are
back.
both voting Maguire
100%.
with Van de Ven.
100%.
So I'm
You voting
deciding
Maguire?
100%.
Yeah.
Although you know
How
what,
about
it
this?
makes sense as well. One is more mobile, one isn't. But Van de Ven is that type of get around, try to win the first ball. Maguire is the cover up.
Well,
No,
like, listen,
Romero.
No,
Hey,
he's
lads,
not.
come on, bro.
He's
I'm
not. He's
I'm
got
the-
no
Hey,
way.
hey, look,
Ridiculous.
I concede. I know there's one Galacticos listener, wallahi, sitting at home, United fan, Miskin, he's wearing his jersey, watching the show, and he wants a United player. Put Maguire.
Thank you.
I've
It's already
been-
in there.
Nah,
It's already in
nah,
there. I
nah.
don't have to
That
change
jacket
that.
right now.
That
I'll
Leon,
take
hey,
it to check.
that Leon goal, wallahi, was
Oh,
something
bro.
else, wallahi.
Come
Are we
on, man.
judging centre backs on goals, bro?
Hey,
Yeah,
we
well,
just
like,
talked
but-
about his passing.
Moments.
This
Now
is
we're talking about
unacceptable.
moments.
Passing as a centre back is what I want expect from my centre back.
No, your first thing is defending, no? Your job first.
But he's a good defender and he's a good passer of the ball. It's an
And so is
expectation.
Maguire. And then he's got you in the critical moments, scoring headers,
This-
guys.
Okay, this.
Crossing the ball in from
Hey,
the
lad,
wing.
you guys
and
are
oof.
fraud watch.
fuck
Hey,
that cross,
hey,
brother.
I'm declaring here fraud watch.
But
Because
we're
Romero
moving-
should be in there.
We're
bro.
moving on. We've got the centre backs pairing done. We've got Van de Ven and Maguire in these two centre backs positions. We move on to the left back. This
All right,
one,
let's go. Udogi, let's go next.
Udogi next.
Abdullah,
Udogi-
so-
Udogi right now with his
next.
injury as
Exactly
well?
the line of a
Udogi next, bro.
Lala?
Udogi next.
Lala.
Wallah, Udogi
Udogi?
next, wallah. Yeah, Udogi next. bro.
The doggy, bro.
Yeah.
you know what? I won't even argue.
Wallahi,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
100%.
I would not.
Who do you guys even have at left back? Dallo?
Dallo.
Because we have.
Dallo and
Dallo and
Luke Shaw.
No, Dallo's
No,
not
no.
left.
No, Dogu, Dogu,
Dallo's
Dogu,
full
Dogu.
back.
Hey, by the way, I've been impressed with this kid. Well, Dogu has actually been good. No, he's
He's
not
alright. No,
ready.
no, I know, I know.
still
Wallah,
needs to
I
find
agree
his
with you.
form.
But he's very
still
good.
needs to
Like,
find
Not
his
ready.
Keep it moving. All right, centre
Wallah, I
mid.
was being serious, but
We're playing three in midfield.
Wallah,
huh?
I mean-
What's the setup?
We're playing three in midfield, yeah?
three
Yeah,
midfield. We're playing with 1-6.
Let's lock in
no,
Bruno.
three midfielders.
Let's
Huh?
lock in Bruno, yeah?
Yeah, lock
Bruno
him
locked in.
Lock in
Put
Bruno.
Actually, nah, I'm joking.
No, don't be silly.
So wait. Are we playing? What are we playing? One holding?
It doesn't matter. Now
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can argue
No,
that.
no, three midfielders.
We know we have a 10,
Yeah.
which is Bruno.
No,
But
he's
you
not
got
going to be a
Madison
10.
too, that's
No,
what I
he's
mean.
going to be an 8.
Who?
No,
Bruno's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no,
an
no.
eight?
He's the 10.
So no,
He's
there's
the
one,
10.
there's
He's
one
the 10.
holding and two up in front of him.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
It doesn't matter what they are, just those two. We'll put them.
I'm gonna-
You know what I mean?
So we've got a
putting-
10, Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno right there in that. By the way, let me just say this: Bruno best 10 in the world currently. Light work. I don't think that is
Lol.
even
Top 10, that's
that.
big, yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Well,
Top
no
five.
one comes close to that. Top 5.
Five.
Top 5 10s in the
I'm
world.
saying the best.
I'm
Top
saying
5
the
players
best
that
10.
are good, like top 5
That's
players.
the best.
I think he's saying he's like in the top 10.
Nah, he's saying
No,
he's the
he's
best-
the
best
best
number
number
10.
10 in the world currently.
In form, yeah, right now.
What's
yeah.
Pedri?
Form-wise.
What's
Form-wise.
Pedri's not a 10. Pedri's an 8, bro. Him and De Jong are kind of close
Who
to
plays
each
in the
other.
10 for Barcelona? Fermin?
What's his name? Omola, whatever.
Olmo.
Olmo,
yeah,
that's
Danny
the
Olmo.
No, the youngster,
Wallahi,
what's his name?
I would say Pedri plays pretty high, bro.
Fermin
Plays-
Lopez.
yeah.
Fermin Lopez, I think he's more of a winger than thing.
He comes
Nah,
on as a
Fermin
10.
Lopez on the wing. He's on the wing.
He's
Coming
left
off the
wing.
bench anyway. So
He's left wing.
Anyways, yalla.
Bruno Fernandes, best number
Bruno
10 in the world
Fernandes.
currently. By the way, this
But-
nigga needs to get he needs to be handed his flowers. Wallahi azim. He get disrespected too much because of his attitude. But keep the attitude up and keep them stats
And
coming.
the thing
man.
is, anyone will
Yeah,
take
no,
it.
like,
Well,
Yeah.
like, boys, just keep
It's
your
a
mind.
little bit there.
Keep your mind. We're talking about two teams, one 16th, one 17th.
I don't know.
Nah, it changed now. I think it's
Nah,
17 or
don't
18
ruin the
now.
moment.
relegation.
We're in
the
European
final,
final,
yeah.
guys.
Okay, the European final with Abdullah.
Leave
Yes.
us alone. All right, we're
Second tier
in
European
the 8th
final.
position, boys. Are we locking in Madison
No.
as an 8?
Who's in the 6?
Guys,
Oh,
No,
you-
no, no,
okay,
no.
Because I can give another shout there too.
I'm going to go through our players.
I can give you one
this
shout
season-
just to put it out there.
Bentancur.
He's in. He's in.
There's
He's a 6.
Bergval.
Bergvall.
There's Madison.
Bergvall.
There's Sa.
Yeah, Amr, stay away.
Who else is there?
You know, you had to.
Bisuma's not in.
Bentancur's in.
Bentancur
and Madison.
Madison, it has to be.
بسومة عندك
Because
بسومة
Madison-
كمان عامل كده ينار الشاشة وين
No,
هي والله
Wallahi. No. But Wallahi, watching Bergval this year step up was something
potential,
else.
huge potential, yeah,
I was
huge
just like,
Is
whoa.
he an 8?
But
He's
you
an
know
8.
he's-
He's an
he's
8. He's the most
six,
able.
Eight,
He's not in the box
six,
as well.
8, 6. Wallah,
No,
if
but
he wants 10.
Bentancur, I don't know what he's been like after his ACL injury, But before that, he's a world-class number 6, bro.
He's still playing. He's still playing.
He has to be in Wallah.
That he was one of my favorite players to watch, bro. He's fantastic.
There's a player.
He's unbelievable.
I reckon these guys are gonna argue for. You're gonna try arguing Bentancur.
No, they're giving up.
Argue
They're giving up.
Ugarte. No, they might say Ugarte.
Nah, no way you got
Those are the two people I was gonna say. Ugarte or Kobe Mino. Those are the only two I would have said.
Kobe Mino's a shout.
Ugarte-
Those are the only two I would have said.
Kobe
Casemiro
Manu
is
this
not-
season's been
No,
out. He
I'll
hasn't
Casemiro
performed this
say.
season at all. Kobe Manu's out this season.
the whole season.
He's
He's
barely
been
played.
injured for
Not the whole
he
season.
barely played.
He hasn't
He
been,
hasn't
been,
been-
like,
Yeah,
he's been
yeah,
on
yeah.
and off.
So then you got Ugarte. Technically, I think what's his name is way
I think if
better.
we're talking about
I'll take Casemiro. Why Ugarte? I'll take Casemiro.
Come on, bro,
But
relax.
Ugarte is
Casemiro?
He's been playing this season, bro.
Casemiro's alright as well.
Casemiro at his best. He's the best. Like,
No,
you
we're
know,
talking
We're
about the
talking
whole
about
team,
form.
bro.
We're talking about form this season. That's where we agree.
Yeah,
But that's not the whole
you
season.
guys haven't
though,
been.
like.
That's
season,
5
that's not the whole
games
season.
now.
Bro, if
That's
that's
not
not
the
the whole season,
Ugarte-
everyone else is playing bad.
But Ugarte-
Our players playing bad. Your players are playing bad.
No, but we're saying
But we're
Ugarte.
talking about
No, but we're comparing
when
the
they
two.
reached when there's a game when they had to be turned around. When he showed up,
No.
wallahi,
He
nobody
does.
reached his level.
Offensively, he gets you out of trouble. But defensively, when he's in the 6, he's prone to a lot of
Yeah,
mistakes. That's where his problem is.
This is why I would say Ugarte, because Ugarte is so solid defensively. Literally, no one can break him down. If we're talking about a sole 6 by himself and 2 in front of him, Ugarte is definitely the man for that
That's
job.
what I
And
was
he's got
gonna
the
say.
engine for it as well.
West Ham took the ball off him like a little kid, bro.
No, he's
He's had his one games, one this, one that. It doesn't
I
matter.
love
bro.
that.
No, it
He's had
doesn't
his
matter.
slip-ups, yeah, he's had his
Wallahi.
slip-ups. But that's why I knew you guys were gonna say Ugarte.
Yeah.
But technically, I think on the ball as a 6 right
Bentancur.
now, I'm gonna go Bentancur.
Bentancur.
So we're going Bentancur, Madison, and Fernandez.
That sounds good to me, but this guy wants.
Nah.
I think
I
it's a
was
big.
gonna add Kulusevski.
Would you say Kulusevski? We'll take that into a conversation.
No,
He's right wing,
Kazim.
bro.
Nah, that right wing is
He's
done.
still playing.
That right wing is done.
No, that's another player.
Diallo, bro, you're better off.
Getting him right wing.
Kulusevsky.
No.
That's by the way.
Huh?
If you want to put him in, put him in now.
When we get to right wing,
No.
I'm closing the laptop.
No,
There's
hold on.
There's no decision.
Madison,
This guy is
Bentancur,
black.
and Bruno Fernandes. Let's move on.
You see that
Beautiful
now?
bucket.
Buzz.
Madison, Bentancur, and Bruno.
Boys, we're not just making a team based on names. We has to be well balanced. You can't have 2 10s in there.
No,
Madison's not doing that
Madison's
work.
an 8. Madison's an 8.
He's not an 8.
No, you can
Bruno
actually-
can play in the 8.
Bruno can, but I'm not
why?
putting Bruno, who's got more higher assists and goals, and you're putting him
No, Madison
deeper.
can play 8 too,
Madison
wallahi.
plays the 8.
No, wallahi, he can play the 8.
They can both
To
do
be
it.
honest, I would argue that Madison plays 8 for us.
Okay, fair enough. If you guys say that's where he plays for your club, I don't think you get
And
the
we're
best
making the
out of
best
him in 8.
11. We're not making the most balanced 11.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Right wing.
at-
No, stop. Wallahi, stop.
Moving on to left
This
wing.
is democratic
Moving
process.
on to left wing.
No.
That goal is black.
Ahmed, stop this
Nah.
guy.
Ahmed!
Hey, listen.
Azam, you have to put that reel in
Well,
there.
I know you
wallahi.
have to.
Yeah, that is one of the best reels in
Best reels.
history.
I don't even know
I'll
what's
send it to you later.
Who do you want to compare? Kulusevski
Kulusevski.
with Diallo?
Yes.
Diallo.
Kulusevski, yes.
Diallo?
Kulusevski,
Boy,
yes.
Ahmad.
Now you tell me, as a serious person, you're
Abdullah.
gonna put Ahmed Diallo over Kulusevski,
Abdullah.
besides being biased
Abdullah.
towards Akhi.
Going towards your left back, Lewis Kelly. Who do you want? Diallo or Kulusevski? Who do you rather?
If I'm picking my team,
No, going against your
Ahmed.
fullback. Against your fullback, he's attacking your team.
I guess my fullback, neither of them can take him.
Oh my God, this guy, bro.
Who would have a better
Lewis
chance?
Kelly. Who are you more scared of?
No. Ahmed Diallo has to get in, bro.
There we go.
No.
Boys,
Let's
I'm
go.
sorry.
It's not work.
I'm sorry.
That's actually
Okay.
like.
Boys,
That's
I'm
actually
sorry.
like.
I'm
We'll
sorry.
be honest.
Ahmed Diallo,
No.
before he even had this impact that he's having, I was telling Ahmed, this kid
Serious.
is the truth.
Serious.
This kid is the
That's
truth,
all. That's
bro.
all funny. That's all.
He's the truth. No.
I'm
Yeah,
not saying I
but
disagree.
by the way,
I'm not saying I disagree.
I'm not gonna disrespect
But to
Kulusevski
say
like
this
this.
about you are disrespecting.
No.
Kulusevski.
We're not.
Ahmed
You're
Ahmed
gonna just say
quality
you're
is
He's one over
disrespecting
the
him,
other.
Ahmed's quality is too much. Wallahi, I'm sorry.
You're comparing
Ahmed's been
Ahmed
out
Diallo to
the whole season.
Kulusevski.
Yes, I am.
This guy ripping up Man City big teams. Ahmed Diallo what?
Diallo did the
Diallo
same
just
thing
got
to
the
Man
winner.
City.
The
What are you talking about?
last minute.
He ripped up Man City too.
And
And by the
Liverpool.
way, this guy's
And
doing
he
it.
had it to
By the
Liverpool
way,
last
can I tell you
minute.
this?
Are you saying
Can I
that-
tell you this?
are you calling
He's
that
doing
ripping
it-
up?
He's doing it with less minutes, by the way, and he's
Huh?
doing it so impactfully. Like he's coming off the bench and doing this kind of stuff. He doesn't even get the same minutes as Kulusevski. If we're talking about the run over the season, he's not even getting that. But I'm saying impactful, like off the bench or even starting. There is no one on the pitch when he's on. Wallahi, that looks more dangerous than him. on the pitch. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Impactful. Well, the only reason we win this Europa League final is because of Kulusevski. This team has been depleted. At one point, we were playing with the youth academy.
No
the
problem.
only player playing with them was Kulusevski.
No problem.
This guy was carrying in the league.
No problem.
His stats probably back him. I reckon if we check his stats, it probably backs him.
I would argue if
And
there's
as a
any
player-
if there's
100%.
any player
We're
out of the
talk-
22 we're gonna pick
He can't miss
in the
out,
future, Kulusevski is gonna become the best player
And-
of the two teams.
From your team. Yeah, that's what I said.
And-
Put him in the
and-
midfield.
hey.
Both of our teams.
Put him in the midfield.
He's saying both of the teams in the future, he's gonna
I'll
have
get
the
out of
best
my face,
career.
bro.
Wallahi,
Diallo,
seriously.
Diallo, with his age and his potential, come on, bro. What are you talking about? This guy's going to be one of the best wingers
By
in
the
the
way,
league.
Diallo,
this is
because
problem
he's
with Man United
African
fans.
and he's black, wallahi,
And
the
he's a
English
Muslim.
media disrespect him so hardly.
Yeah.
100%.
Don't worry, don't worry. Don't worry.
You know what? Wallah, I'll concede it,
That's
but
what I'm giving.
it's
I'm giving him his
ridiculous,
flowers, bro. He
100%.
is the best right winger in
Boys,
this
we
combined
can't
11.
keep doing this for every black player that comes
No, no,
around.
no, no,
boys.
I'm sorry, Raver.
All
This
I'm
is
saying
truth,
is,
bro.
listen,
This
Wallah,
man,
it's the truth, wallah. Wallah,
Let's
it's the
age.
truth.
Let's age. We'll let it be. We'll give it to them. But this is gonna age fine. I know this. I'm a Diallo. Don't worry. You can
Ahmed
have it.
Diallo won't fall off. That's
We'll
the
see.
thing. You know why?
That's what you said about Anthony. That's what you said about Rashford. That's what you said about all these
Rashford.
players. Hoyland,
Don't let us bring the Anthony tapes
Bring
out.
the Anthony tape.
Hoyland,
Go bring it. Hoyland.
Zirkzee.
Never. Xerxes, everyone knew. I said he's our new Weghorst before he even touched the ball.
you
I
are
said
sure.
you I knew it from the start, wallahi. And everyone in the comments, by the way, wallahi, they were going at me saying, "Oh, Weghorst, this
On
way."
TikTok, on TikTok.
100%. This nigga is Weghorst, and he's certified now.
proven everyone,
Wallahi,
right?
proven. It's done.
Black Weghorst.
But in terms of Diallo, by the way, it's not the fact that this guy, the potential is so high because he's got so much to his game. It's Garnacho is more of like
He's a pace merchant.
a pace merchant, and it's just attack. If you close off that, it's done. Let me give you an
And he's
example.
so erratic in front of goal too,
Let's not
Garnacho.
let's not use this comparison, but I'm gonna say two players' names, but I don't want you to hold these players to that standard. Like comparing Ahmad and Garnacho is like, to an extent, like you see how Rafinha's game is limited in comparison to Yamal. Yamal's got more to his game. He's got the passing, he's got the dribbling, he's got the crossing, he's got the shooting, he's got everything. Whereas Rafinha is more direct and aggressive and pace.
Output best.
That's Garnacho.
So if you quieten him down,
Diallo, I think it doesn't matter. Even if it, for some reason, the wing doesn't work out for him, he can play in the midfield somewhere. Like, he is that good of a player to play multiple positions and
he's a
still be
footballer.
so
It doesn't matter
impactful.
what area of the pitch he
So
gets the ball,
impactful.
he does the right
yeah.
thing.
But the thing is, I'm saying the same thing about Kulusevski. And to go against what you're saying is, Kulusevski, not only is he a better right wing than Ahmed, he's a better 10 than Ahmed. He's a better 8 than Ahmed. He has a better left foot than Ahmed. He has a better cross than Ahmed.
Nah.
He's probably, Ahmed Diallo is probably just faster than him. That's all
I'm
really is,
sorry,
wallah.
bro.
Wallah, like,
I'm
you know what the
sorry,
wild
man.
thing is?
I'm sorry,
Kulusevski is like, is literally, mind you, you know, the thing is, you have to, you know, I love comparing players on. You know, when other opposing managers talk about players, it's the most insightful thing that you'll see.
100%, yeah.
Pep, after every game against Tottenham, he doesn't even know how to say his name. Kulusevski, but he every time talks about Kulusevski. You know why? It's because he's those impact players. You have to see him on the pitch. Wallah, he's all across, he's everywhere. Not only that, he's everywhere. Like literally, pick us up the ball from. It will go from Mickey Van de Ven to Kulusevski.
can't-
And Kulusevski, back of the nets.
I'm saying start Kulusevski,
Bro,
bench
Kulusevski.
Brennan Johnson, sell Ahmed Diallo.
I'm sorry, Wallah, Ahmed Diallo, bro, look, you know what you're selling me on? You're selling me on an Ahmed Diallo future. And Wallah, to an extent, I don't see it because Man United, you sold us so many players, which ended up becoming sell off to the auction. But I'll accept that he has potential. But to a point where you're gonna say to me he's better than Kulusevski now in current form, that is not only I reject that, it's an absolutely ridiculous take. Wallah, I'm sorry. Kulusevski is way better than Ahmed Diallo.
let's do
Wallah,
the
it's not even
back.
close.
Currently, you definitely have a case.
You have a case.
You definitely
have
have
a
a
case.
case.
But
That's
that doesn't
what
mean,
this-
yeah, but that doesn't mean he
This
wins it.
combined 11 is based on.
But we're
But
talking
it
about
doesn't mean
form
he
and
wins
who's
it.
better right now.
He's in form. What do you want me to say?
Who's in
Ahmed
form?
just-
So
Ahmed-
Ahmed then, by
Ahmed-
that-
Ahmed went missing, by the way, for injury. And then he came back and he's still as impactful. He did not miss a beat.
Hey, look, that's all
Like
cute,
that.
Wallah al-Azim, but Kulusevski is still better than him, bro.
I'm sorry, you
Man
watch
United fans,
you watch Tottenham more,
I know.
obviously,
Yeah.
and we watch United more. So there's obviously going to
but
be a bias
I've
here.
seen Ahmed Diallo do well.
No, you have not seen him like that.
Yes, I have, Wallahi.
Bro, you have not watched him for a full 90 minutes and said, where in the world has this kid been? Because of Ten Hag, we didn't see him earlier. That freaking bum of a manager.
What, did you guys send him on loan or something?
No,
Man.
he went on loan
And he was
to
doing
Sunderland
good
or
as
something,
well.
and he was smashing it in the
Okay,
championship.
yeah, you know,
He was
okay.
doing well
So you're
still.
comparing me to a player who went to on loan last season.
Yeah, so what? That doesn't mean the player is shit.
Kulusevski was the best player in the Premier League at one point last season. What are you talking about, bro?
Not the best player in the Premier League.
Wallahi, bro, that's how good he
He's
is.
right. He's right.
He was.
Best in the Prem?
Hey, no,
Yeah, at one point, he's the best player in the
Wallah,
Premier League.
I'll
The
sort
whole,
this out.
everyone was talking about Kulusevski.
By the way, I don't want this take
Yaqub.
to disrespect this guy. I'm not saying
you-
that. I
but you are.
know how good this Kulusevski guy is, but I am sorry, I prefer Ahmad over him.
No,
It's the
okay,
problem,
Wallahi,
so
I'm
it's
sorry,
the
we can
problem
sort
with Man
this
United
out.
fans. You guys break one
the
player and
problem.
you die on the hill.
Bro, this
Wallahi,
whole
be
team
reasonable,
is
Wallah.
freaking Tottenham, guys.
That's
Give it
your
a rest.
problem, not mine.
Give it a rest, Wallahi.
Nah,
Boys,
Wallahi,
no,
let's
no,
be
we can
reasonable
sort
here.
this.
Kulusevski is better than Ahmed.
Yaqub, we'll sort this out right now.
I think Yaqub might be swaying.
No,
a
no.
bit.
Take
sorry,
out.
man. You already said your
Keep
decision.
Ahmed. No,
Shut
keep
up,
Ahmed.
Wallah.
Relax.
Ahmed, keep Ahmed. I'm saying take out Madison. Kulusevski's been more of impact.
Raver,
What has Madison done this season?
Madison
What has
done
Madison
nothing.
done
Oh
this
my God, we're
season?
going backwards.
He was
Oh my
not
God, we're
the
going
main-
backwards.
Don't worry.
No,
Don't
Raver,
worry.
stop.
As a 10, as a 10, I'm telling you, I'd rather have Kulusevski this season as the 10.
No, Raver.
Yaqub,
Then
you rated
Madison,
him.
Wallahi, I've been watching
Hey,
Madison.
that way we all win.
No, we're
That
talking
way
about
we'll all
winning,
win.
Revo. No.
We
Revo,
are winning.
You're still gonna
The
win.
numbers stay the
No,
same.
Revo.
Look. It's actually ridiculous that we're taking Kulusevski to another position for Ahmed Diallo. Are you serious, bro?
Yes.
What I'm
Well,
saying.
Ahmed in
No,
the
bro. No.
For Ahmed versus Medicine.
He
Ahmed
hasn't done
Diallo.
that.
Ahmed
He
Diallo.
hasn't done that.
Ahmed Diallo versus Kulusevski. Wallahi, honestly, again, back to what I was saying. I'm becoming a tape. Ahmed Diallo, potential, cool, future, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If he puts up 10 goals, 10 assists per season, okay, then we have a conversation.
Okay, Yaqub.
But right now, Kulusevski is not only better, he's much better.
I'll give you this
because
first.
based on proven. Also, look. What do we have? What has he proven? Kulusevski has proven that he is capable of being a world-class player. He's proving that he has potential to be. Potential.
Yep.
But we already know Kulusevski is good. We already know every Premier League team will say to you, oh, Kulusevski, that guy's dangerous. But everyone's going to say, Ahmed Diallo, maybe in the future. Come on, Wallah.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay, I'll
He can't even start,
I'll
bro.
concede this.
Your player can't even start,
Yeah,
bro.
he can. He's just injured. What are you talking
No,
about?
he's on the bench, bro. He comes off the bench at times.
No,
Firstly,
he's injured. He just
firstly,
got
he was
back.
injured.
Okay,
He was
even
injured.
when he's fit, there's certain times where he comes off the bench.
Brother, he
Yes or no?
started like 6-7 games in a row, and then he got injured and he came off.
Huh?
That's it.
So you're telling me he's
Nah,
never.
he was
He's
one of
never.
the first
Wallah,
ones.
he's our starting right winger. We don't have a right winger like
So
that.
why does he come off the bench?
Because he was injured.
He
What are you
just
talking about?
got back from injury literally 2 games ago.
What are you talking about? And before that, by the way, it's a
He's got
different
a game
system,
at-
by the way.
Kulusevski
goal
plays
assist
even when he's
already.
injured. That's how good he is.
Okay. By the way, look, I can see this, Yaqub. There is no way that I'm having Diallo out of this team. That's the reason why I'm pushing this hard for him. But if you're
Based on
talking
what?
about proven and whatnot, 100%. Oh, wallah, I'll
So you're
concede.
saying- you're telling
Kulusevski's
me
the
you
best.
vote for
But
Kulusevski, but you're not gonna vote for
no
Kulusevski.
way Diallo is not making it into this team. He's too good
Based
of a
on
player
what?
to miss out on this.
No, but the
He can't
problem
let-
is, Ahmed, the person that's in his position is doing better
the
than him
person
this
that's in
year.
his position can play as a 10 also, as he said. Move that nigga.
No.
Khalas. Diallo's in there.
No,
Because
no,
Abdullah, you're not taking your take back.
No,
1, 2, 3,
Genuinely?
Diallo, done.
No.
Khalas.
No, if
Wallah,
we're going
let's be
on
serious.
right wing, Kulusevski versus Diallo, I've switched up. معلش.
Are you guys serious, bro?
But I agree with Ravo's take. Ravo said he's been more impactful. Yaqub's mission today is to smash you guys Tottenham versus United in the lineup. That's why he doesn't want to
No,
go
wallah,
backwards.
it's not just that,
and
bro,
remove
wallah.
Madison. But I agree with that more than I agree with the Kulusevski.
You know what,
ahead of-
boys?
Remove Madison, put Kulusevski in the 10,
Okay.
and Ahmad on the right wing.
Oh,
I think that's a bit.
concede it,
I think that's
Yaqub,
I agree with
Yaqub,
that.
do you want to do that?
It's
I don't even
alright.
know if
Wait, wait,
take off
Yaqub.
the jacket.
I think
Do you want to do that?
because
Do you want to do that?
I'm not
You don't want
involved.
to?
Ahmed.
Overruled. I'm just going to keep Diallo there. There's no Kulusevski in this
bro,
team.
what the hell
No,
is
no,
that
I'm
doing?
not lying. I'll be honest with you. It's just as criminal to make Kulusevski miss out in this team
100%.
than as it
Yeah,
is
Diallo,
Diallo.
yeah,
So,
much
so
more.
you can't.
Okay,
So
okay.
get both of them in.
Okay,
Get
okay,
both of
that's
them
what I
in.
said.
No.
Get both of them
Hold
in,
on,
bro.
Abdullah. Let me make one point. Okay, clearly it's 2v2, yeah? Abdullah, Tottenham is saying basically we're keeping the midfield as it is. You now have to choose between Ahmed
I
Diallo
told
and
you,
Kulusevski.
I switched up. I told
Ahmed Diallo between Kulusevski.
Kulusevski.
You can't change the position of the players. You have to choose between Ahmed Diallo and
Ahmed,
Kulusevski.
Ahmed,
Wallahi, that's how
you
it
have
is.
to lose this one, wallahi.
Wallahi.
You can't be a dictator.
Amr, wallahi, hey, come on, bro. Hey,
You can't.
If this was you
can't.
with Arsenal, you would not give up. I
No,
am
no,
not
no.
giving up.
No.
Diallo's staying.
But I would,
but yeah,
I would
you
have
a vote.
evidence. I would
Hey,
have evidence.
Your vote is equal
Boys,
to everyone
this
else's.
The evidence that he's brought forward, Ahmed, it's too hard to knock back.
It is, yeah?
Yeah, wallahi.
Oh,
Bro,
knock
you
it
know,
back.
hey, you know the crazy thing is, you know when Kulusevski's contract was running
we're
down,
taking too long
you know
on this.
Arsenal was actually talking about trying to attempt to sign Kulusevski, you know that, yeah?
Now,
talking
That's
too
how good
much.
he
We're
is.
good. We're
Yaqub,
good.
Yaqub.
No, wallahi, they were talking about it. Was it Arsenal fan TV? They were saying we're gonna put him 10, we're gonna do this with him. Because you know when they found out he was a Arsenal fan back in the days.
You know
Wallahi,
what?
I'm not saying we'll
You know
take
what?
Kulusevski from Arsenal.
Wait. Hold on. Where is he?
Hey, stop, I know what you're doing. You're going to the midfield.
He's in the midfield. Madison then?
Hey, come on.
Is that what we're
Madison,
doing?
yeah,
Madison?
Madison.
No, the midfield's locked in, bro.
Madison.
Guys, I think we're like 8 of the
Bruno,
players. We're
yeah?
gonna have like 9 of the 10,
Right
11
wing?
players. It's alright.
Right wing
No, bro, we're
Kulusevski.
gonna
Wallah.
smash them, bro.
Is that what we're doing? Right wing Kulusevski?
Right wing
Left
Kulusevski,
wing
Ahmed
Ahmed
Diallo
Diallo.
bench.
Left wing Ahmed Diallo.
Left.
I don't give a shit. He's getting in there. I don't care.
You know what?
He's
Nah, you
getting
know
in there.
what?
Hassan bin Affan.
He's getting in there.
You know
bro.
what? You know
I
what?
don't
Hey, check
Ahmed
Ahmed Diallo on
Diallo
the
can
left
do-
wing.
he can do that.
We'll give you that one, bro.
Good,
I'll ask you.
We
I'll
can't
give
argue about anything else.
Yeah,
wallahi.
Son?
There's no other left
Get
wingers
Son out,
for
bro.
you guys.
Put
Yeah,
Ahmed Diallo.
anyone.
Who plays up top?
So you're gonna say Son?
Solanke.
Get out of my face, bro.
Solanke striker.
I can say
Striker.
No,
You
no.
don't like Son?
No, I love Son, but I have no choice. I have to put it. He's telling me I have to put
Brother,
it.
Son Abdullah this year?
Why would you lose
Son
that
this
on
year?
Son?
Son this
Son
year.
this year.
I love Son this year. I'll put Garnacho over Son this year. What are you talking about?
Okay, see now you're
Shush,
bringing,
wallahi.
now I already conceded him to be left wing, but please don't make me
Khalas,
angry.
no more
wallahi.
comments. Diallo is there in the left
Okay,
wing.
we'll put
Done.
Ahmed Diallo left wing.
Who is saying striker?
Solanke.
Holland.
What? Well, this guy's crashing out. Wallah, I love this.
It's actually so bad. We have such a shit team, guys.
Yaki Hoyland.
Wallahi, hey, there's
nah,
actually,
oh.
hey, in conclusion, there is no reason for Tottenham to lose this final.
Facts,
Wallahi.
wallahi.
Nah,
Wallahi, there's no reason.
So-
You know
Found the better
this
team
final
easy.
means more to you than us.
It means everything to us.
Alright,
What do you
boys.
mean?
Exactly.
It means
Send
everything
it,
to
send
me.
You guys don't win it.
You guys won this
So
trophy
bad.
like 5 years ago, didn't you?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Recently.
We're good like that, but that's why.
2019,
And we reached
2019.
the final like
2019.
Yeah.
We lost, I think, I can't remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2019.
to
think it was-
Sevilla or
Atletico Bilbao or something?
Because didn't
was it Villarreal?
take us- no, I think
no, it was Villarreal. It was Villarreal.
Villarreal, maybe.
Villarreal.
What?
The one where Celso and
Solskjaer took us to a final.
Yeah.
Solskjaer took us to a final. I think it
Yeah,
was.
it's Villarreal.
Yeah, it's Villarreal. It's Villarreal. 'Cause
Ah, yes.
Was it Unai?
Yes, it was.
Was
It
Unai-
was.
it's Unai
Yeah, it was
Emery.
Unai and what's the guy?
Solskjaer.
Moreno at left back. Yeah.
It's Unai Emery, Solskjaer.
And then
Yeah.
he took that team to Champions League
Yeah.
semi-final next year, didn't he?
Yeah,
All
well,
right, boys. We're gonna.
Then?
Solskjaer. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was that team. It was
He's
the
one
coach
with.
that time. And by the way, that was probably one of the
Mourinho.
best.
And
Football was
Mourinho
staying
against
the same.
Ajax, and you guys beat Arsenal in the final as well.
No, that was Chelsea that beat
no,
us.
Chelsea beat them in the finals. It's 2019. It's not that long ago. You guys won 2019 the Europa League, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, boys. We're gonna.
No,
boys,
it
boys,
wasn't. It
boys.
wasn't 2019 because we beat Ajax in the semis in 2019.
No, that's Europa. We're Champions League.
Yeah, but I'm saying they versed Ajax in the final.
Champions League final.
They versed Ajax in the Europa League final.
That's with Mourinho
1 year.
we won.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you
That
won
was
it.
with Mourinho we won it, yeah.
Khalas,
Okay,
boys.
okay, yeah, okay.
We leave it there. We'll go through the team. So this is our combined Spurs and United 11. More like just Spurs 11.
No, it's a Spurs 11 featuring a couple of Man United players.
Goalkeeper, we've got Vicario in goals. Right back, we've got Pedro Porro. The centre back partnership is Van de Ven and Harry Maguire. At left back, we've got Udogie.
Guys, can I say something? Tottenham can see the more goals this season than United, I think.
Tottenham?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
We can see the more goals.
I know. But this is what
Even
that's
though
the point
all
that I was screaming at, by the way. Wallahi.
No,
That's
but
Ange's
that's
fault.
actually a tactical decision. Wallah,
That's
to be
Ange's
fair,
fault.
wallah.
I was screaming at that before, by the
How
way.
do you think if Ange plays more pragmatic, these guys' players are way better than you?
I'm done. We're not
conceding more
talking
goals.
anymore about this. Enough.
Actually,
In the
we're
midfield,
in
Yaqub.
controversial territory because we have Harry Maguire.
Yaqub,
in there.
leave it.
But I rest my case.
Leave it. We're going to the midfield, boys. At 6, we've got Bentancur, even though Gata could be there, wallahi. But 8,
Hey,
we've
that
got
would come to
Madison.
unnecessary.
10,
Come
we've
on.
got Bruno Fernandes, the best 10 in the world. On the right wing, we've got Kulusevski. Left wing, the goat, the black goat, Diallo. And at striker, we've got Dominic Solanke. And the coach of this is going to be Ruben Amorim.
Come on, Aussies, boys. What?
Wallahi,
Aussie-
both of
Aussie
those managers
podcast.
put them in the bin.
Can
Wallah,
we just get people? Can you
There's
get
no manager.
Man United
Hey,
people in
leave
there?
the manager spot vacant. Whoever wins the Europa League final, put him in there.
Anyways, just to before we wrap it up, I just want to make a statement. 2025 is the year of the underdogs, by the way. Newcastle ended their trophy drought. Bologna ended their trophy drought. Crystal Palace this
Palace
morning
last night.
ended their trophy drought.
No trophy
And
drought. They never even had a
Your
trophy.
ex-player Harry Kane ended his trophy drought.
Yeah.
Can Tottenham do it?
Wallahi, only
I don't
makes
think
sense,
so.
wallah.
The injury that just came out.
saw this.
Look.
About it,
Hey,
man.
Amir, you know the thing is, against any other team, wallahi, I would say,
Lock it in, huh?
no, we're
No,
not gonna
because
win.
it's against us.
But
Fair enough. Yeah.
Manchester United.
That's your customers, huh?
Wallahi,
This year,
I'm sorry, I think
this
they're
year
gonna
we've been
beat
your
us.
customers.
Huh?
wallah. This year we've been your customers.
Yeah.
I mean, for the last few years, to be honest.
Nah, this year only. This year has
We
been a
beat you in the
joke.
last
bro.
5 games. You haven't
No, but
beaten us in
this-
the last 5 games.
Yeah, this year has been a joke, wallahi. But
So,
I'm nervous, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, wallah.
no, you have to be
Guys,
nervous. You have
I'm
to be
excited
nervous.
for that game.
I
bro.
think about it, bro. No
This-
Bergval, no Kulusevski, no Madison. Yeah,
They've got injuries too, don't they?
they're not playing.
Manchester United got
Roll
injuries.
out.
Lenioro's out. The lead is out.
not really.
Yeah, no, that's
man.
important.
We're
It's
just-
Nah.
We're not
Madison,
really-
no.
yeah,
Hey,
very
important.
Madison,
Nah, but the team that
Madison
got
is a
in the quarterfinal,
huge loss.
semifinal
Yes.
is still here. son.
Against Manchester
Yeah,
United,
yeah,
you
yeah.
need Madison, bro. So I don't know.
And
I actually don't know.
I personally just think it's like, for example, Real Madrid. They can go on a 20-game losing streak. They come to a final, they'll win.
Because how mad would you guys be if you guys are 2-0 up and Ange still plays this open style? And
That's-
it's a trophy on
that's-
the
No,
line.
no,
comes through.
no,
Yes,
no,
and
no.
it's a trophy on the line.
No,
Why
wallahi.
something like
Nah,
the way
my
these guys
biggest
If we're
fear-
fight,
two,
he does this?
if we're 2-0 up and we lose our finals, there's nothing that I don't think I have anything left in me, wallah.
Bro, imagine you're
Wallah.
2-0 up and Ange is still open, playing open, everybody wide.
No, wallahi, you have to bite your nails and just keep watching, wallahi.
That one, yeah. You just,
I hope you
This
know.
is
I'm not
way-
analyzing. Hey, I'm not analyzing anything in that game. I'm not looking. He should
Results,
do this.
man.
He should do this. I'm watching this, the top left corner. I'm looking at the scores, hoping that we're in the lead until the end. Wallahi, that's all I'm. Ange can do whatever he needs to do, and just please get it
it
right.
over
that's the
like
thing.
that.
Yeah, I just and I'm just scared. Man United's gonna do some last minute header. set
I'm getting
piece or
nervous
something.
right now.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm scared about.
the hell?
But
This is
ball,
stress.
player for player, we will win. That's what I believe. But football's not like that.
That's
You
not how
wake
football
up,
works,
wallahi,
yeah.
football's I hate the sport.
That's true.
Randomly, the team, they'll do one long ball somehow. Some player taps it, Rasmus Højlund scores.
Actually,
a winner.
Remo.
Nah, leave it.
No, I also want to say one thing. if you could all mention one player who's gonna make a difference in the game, who would you say?
Ahmad.
All right,
Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Bruno. What am I saying?
I'm sorry, Ahmad.
Bruno.
Ahmad, by the way, is now khalas. He
If
can
it's a
start.
start?
He can start for this game.
Yeah, he'll
so
start.
that
Remo.
is a very dangerous threat.
I'm saying, bro, I've been thrashing him all season, but I think this is one of Sonny's games, man. Sonny's back. He took a couple shots against Aston Villa on the weekend, even though we lost 2-0.
I don't know about that one.
But-
Both teams lost 2 games in a row.
Beating up shots,
Both teams
wallah.
lost the games
Did you
in
see
a
the
row.
one
Yeah,
that's in
yeah.
Yaqub?
Yeah. Which one was this?
The real that's
What?
with the team.
Hey, we don't use those language. Those terms.
I thought you can believe that one, like, man.
This guy's gonna get me cancelled.
Anyways, boys, it's time for Rainbow's Riddles.
I didn't watch the episode. Did Azam put this in? He did?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Hey,
No,
needs-
but did
hey, he needs to
put you
post them,
playing
bro.
it or did he play it? On
No,
the-
he actually played it.
Played it.
And he put some bubbles and shit in the thing. Wallah, it's actually fire. I think he even put your face in it, wallah, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, no,
it's actually
he-
fire.
he-
Yeah, I listened to the audio. That's the thing.
It's the last episode. The last episode that we
Finished
just
the
did.
episode.
All right. Quickly, boys, we'll go through this one quickly because we got to
How
finish
many?
up. I'll do four. I rarely speak. I chase and break. 2 titles won.
Kante.
N'Golo Kante. Damn!
Hey, that was so.
Raven
Hey,
Adisha.
wallah. Hey, that was so easy. I had it, but I just didn't want to say it.
N'Golo
wallah.
Kante.
Kante.
I said his first name. That's why I was
That one, I like got caught on the NGO. I just said Kante.
Hey.
I like-
All right. So Raven,
That
1
was
point.
so-
By the way,
oh,
yeah.
that's
So
too easy,
if
bro.
if you
You're frozen out if you
yeah,
answer.
if you
That was
say
too
a player's
easy.
name and it's not the right player, you're
out.
frozen out.
You know, I didn't want to give him my
Okay.
answer because you can't answer it again.
They said I'd fade, but I remained. My golden boots are well retained.
Salah.
Abdullah, you're out.
Damn!
I strike a built with no disguise. I finally got my
Harry
biggest prize. Yeah, I
Oh, that's a
finally
good
got
one.
my biggest prize. That was the thing.
Finally, part. Yeah, wallah, you're
Raven
right.
on fire. Raven's
he on
riddles,
two?
best. He's on 2, bro.
For one
His
more,
game
he's
was
won.
like-
It's his game, bro.
There's a reason why he's got the name.
we might add one more after.
You've seen the
this one.
answers, huh?
These are the last.
Nah, it's easy, wallahi.
From Marcus Dust to England stage, I dance through lines.
Vardy.
Abdullah,
يا
you're
أخي
out.
نعديش
Relax, I'm not too excited.
Because this
Abdullah.
guy is gonna go, bro. As soon as we hear something that gives it away,
Yeah,
this guy's
wallah.
gonna go.
So I'll start it
It's
again.
game
I
over.
started again.
From Market's dust to England stage, I dance through lines,
I
unlock
know
the
who it
cage.
is. I know who it is.
A fox,
I know
a
who it is.
citizen.
I
full
know
of
how
flavor.
it is.
Mahrez.
He said it first. He
Mahrez.
butchered the
Mahrez.
name,
He
but he
said
said it first.
Ramirez.
No, he
No,
said
that's
Mahrez. He said Mahrez.
Bro, wallahi, I knew it. Wallahi, I knew it.
Oh,
when you
Just
said,
should have waited.
when you
The
knew,
citizen.
when you said it's a slow start, like from Markets, I knew it was one of the Leicester boys.
You had to have waited. All right,
Well, when he said Fox, straight away.
we'll do 2 more based on this, but I'll do this one. I was forged in chill, refined in Spain. A shadow glide, a striker's brain. I don't explode, I thread and slip. A ghost in boots with silent grip.
Sanchez?
No. Now, under lights of Geordie's song,
Isaac.
yeah,
I knew, wallahi, when you said in Spain, I knew. I was gonna go early.
you should have done
I
it.
knew
wallah.
it was
Early
him.
again.
You should have done it. That would be cold moments.
I learned.
That's why it's 2-2 now,
I
yeah?
learned my lesson.
I have to
No,
learn.
bro.
he's on one.
I knew the
Oh,
Mahrez one.
1-1.
I'll give us two more.
Nah, this is the last one.
My deck.
This is the last one.
To equalize.
This is the last one.
Equalize
If I get this right, Tottenham win.
Only to equalize. They crowned me young, the chosen one. With Samba steps.
Neymar.
Yep.
Hey, we need to do.
Yeah, you gotta have one more.
It's 2-2, Amir.
Okay.
Right, Ravel.
I'll do it. I had
That
one
was
saved
good,
on
wallah.
Oh,
my
You
my
know
God.
what,
If I didn't go early with the Mahrez one.
No, I didn't. I was
Nah, you
thinking.
can't look this
I was
way.
Hey, I'm on a
Lamine.
stinker today. I didn't even have one.
I thought Lamine.
Now my God, Samba.
I was
No,
gonna
no,
go
before he
Samba.
said
I was gonna
Samba.
say
No,
Odegaard for some weird
Samba?
reason. I was gonna go Odegaard.
No, the other one I was gonna go Odegaard with the Isaac one because he said in Scandinavia he said something about cold.
Yeah.
I was gonna go Odegaard, and then when he said Spain, I remembered
Isak.
Isaac.
No, you know the
thing.
chill part? I thought you were talking about Chile, the country.
Nah. Cold country.
Is he even
All
from
right.
Chile?
Ready? I stayed in shadow, played the role. The quiet hand behind the goal. Years went by.
Sadio Mane.
Nope. Years went by. I watched and served. They took the stage I'd long deserved. I silence snapped, a golden gleam. The 9 who ghosted through a dream.
The 9 who ghosted through a dream.
I stayed in shadow, played the role. The quiet hand behind the goal.
Firmino.
That was my guess.
No.
That was my guess.
And I don't think I think Raver, you're more likely to get it than him.
Khalas, stop
Not
reading
because
it
of the
for him,
player.
no.
Not because of the player.
Stop reading it for him. Khalas.
No, he has to.
I
He
have
can
to.
read it. He can read it as many
I
times.
stayed in shadows, played
another
the role. The
But I
quiet
don't think it's
hand
right.
behind the goal. Years went by, I watched and served, then took the stage I'd long deserved. A silence snapped, a golden gleam. The 9 who ghosted through a dream.
I'm gonna go with a player.
Go on.
I don't know. At the same time, I lie to.
Nah, you can say whatever.
I'm gonna say Benzema.
Got it.
Bang.
Too good,
It was-
Raver.
it
Wallahi, Raver, too good.
There was two. There was
This
substitutes.
is why-
The snap is what gives it away.
This is why it's called Raver's Riddles. Best!
Raver,
Raver, too good.
Congratulations.
That's quality. That's
Well played.
quality. Thank you guys for watching. That's been today's episode. Make sure
I think
you
we should
like.
do a full episode of Raver's Riddles. That's the best part.
Make sure you like,
Wallah.
comment, and subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. Take care and peace.
All my niggas, we intimidated. All my they intimidated. Burn City, we intimidated. Got my young boy, he intimidated. All my shooters, yeah, they really aiming with them cold niggas. We ain't got no patience. Money talks in my conversation. One niggas, they are imitators.
Ask my dogs, we intimidated. Ask my bro, we intimidated. How you poppin', no niggas hating, and I play the hoe to keep it.